on the season at 27.2%. That's an average of 4.5 threes a game. And not a very good free throw shooting team. 54.3% as a team. They average 29 rebounds a game. The Trojanettes of Barren County, 10-4 on the year. 54.8 points a game. They give up 41.5. They shoot 44% from the field. They've made 41 threes this year. That's 32%. And that's an average of about 3 a game. 65% for the foul line and 28.5 rebounds a game. There's only 2 more home games in January. This is the first of the 3. And the next home game won't be until January the 23rd when they host Russellville, and then the 30th against Greenwood. Again, this is the first home game since December the 16th, exactly 4 weeks tomorrow. And they beat Casey County here at the Barren Hoops Classic 54-34. On the area schedule tonight, brought to you by CRS Construction, providing exceptional construction service with the highest attention to detail. Several games on the schedule tonight, and the doubleheaders include Bowling Green hosting Greenwood in the 14th District doubleheader. Also down in District 14, it's Warren Central at South Warren. In District 13, it's Logan County hosting Todd Central. Hart County girls host Allen County Scottsville, while the Hart County boys host Marion County. And then we've got the 4A, or the 4th Region All-A and 5th Region All-A Classics going on with championship games tonight. In the 4th Region All-A Classic at Clinton County, girls championship game, it's Metcalfe County against Cumberland County. County against Clinton County. In the 5th Region All-A Classic at Greene County, girls championship game, Greene County and Bardstown Bethlehem. And John, you probably know this, but Bardstown Bethlehem defeated Caverna 101-10, and then the next night they beat Fort Knox 105-6.
Yeah, I don't even know what to say about that, to be honest with you. I mean, that's kind of sad, to be perfectly honest with you. It really is.
Boys championship has Caverna taking on Greene County. And then in the Kentucky 2A tournament up at the Owensboro Sports Center, Warren East boys playing Louisville DeSales later tonight. Franklin Simpson girls playing Louisville Christian Academy. And the Taylor County girls took on Mason County this afternoon. I don't have that final as of yet. I think they played around 3 or 4 o'clock today. So that's a look at the area schedule brought to you by CRS Construction. When we come back, we got to look at the starting lineups of tonight's game. It's the Trojanettes and the Lady Scouties in Game 1 of our doubleheader, and you're following all the action on 104 The Score.
We start working all the way from kindergarten, and they start doing, if it's building the 3 Little Pigs houses and they have to build something and test it and all of these sorts of things, they start that kind of problem solving skills really young. We do a lot of group work, so they have to collaborate, they have to learn how to work well together, how to compromise. It's been really cool kind of seeing them kind of come in to kind of get all kinds of things. And plus it kind of prepares them, it kind of shows them like different career options and a lot of things that they've never thought about before. And so when we're doing Project Lead the Way and we're studying engineering, we'll pull up scientists and we'll pull up astronauts, and we've watched some launches on TV and just stuff like that to kind of show them that there's kind of a big world out there and there's all kinds of places and things that they can do.
Medical Detectives is part of the Project Lead the Way curriculum, a feeder to the biomed program at the high school. One of the things that I really enjoy about this class is that it does expose the students to a number of different medical careers and give them ideas that there are numerous potential career opportunities for somebody in the medical field.
I would definitely recommend the class for someone who has interest in medical sciences, and you'll learn a lot about the brain, vital signs, and just all around a lot about science.
Classes that we're offering here with Project Lead the Way, it allows them to have those real world problems where they're able to connect with each other, connect across soft skills that they're able to develop and work through those problems together. And so within our school, within our district, we provide lots of different opportunities for students to learn, to grow. And so that's what our goal here is at Barren County Middle School, is to empower students through our learning opportunities.
Here at the Business Department, we offer 5 different career pathways: accounting, admin support, entrepreneurship, management, and marketing. We're also adding travel and tourism to our department also.
Name one career field that doesn't use business skills. you can't, because business skills translate across all careers.
Well, the FBLA and the business pathways are so much fun, and the teachers are amazing. Miss Wright, Miss Rush, and Miss Childress are like my moms at school, and they're awesome. I personally love the marketing pathway, and that's the pathway that I have completed. And so it's a lot of fun, and you get to do co-op your senior year if you've completed the pathway. My co-op is amazing, and I love it here. But the business pathway just has allowed me so many new opportunities to meet new friends. My best friends are in the business pathway, and I met them when I was freshman. And we have just completed this pathway together and had so much fun.
When you can't get to the games to follow Barren County Trojan and Trojanette basketball, you now have all these options to listen or watch the games live. You can listen on air at 12:30 a.m. and 104.7 FM. You can listen and watch at 104thescore.com. Listen and watch on the 104 The Score app on your smartphone. You can watch on youtube.com/BCHS Live. You can watch on EPB Channel 19 or SCRTC Channel 97. There's lots of options in listening and or watching Barren County High School basketball from 104 The Score. We're still about 7 minutes away from tip-off of the Trojanettes and the Lady Scotties. Let's take a look at the starting lineups of tonight's game. And the starting lineups are brought to you by SCRTC. SCRTC Total Communications. For the Glasgow Lady Scotties under second-year head coach Kelsey Kirkpatrick. Her assistant coaches include Ellie Bartley, Steve Kirkpatrick, and Fred Stockton. Record of 3-14, 0-2 in district play. They'll start number 14, Addie Slagle, a 5'1" 8th grader. She's the leading scorer in the team, averaging 12.8 points a game. Jakylie Green, number 5, a 5'3" freshman, who averages in double figures at 10.5 points and 4 rebounds a game. Kayla Kirkpatrick, number 10, a 5'6" freshman, averages 7.6 points a contest. Cynthia Austin, number 12, a 5'8" junior, averaging just under 7 points a game at 6.8. She averages more rebounds than points. She averages 7.2 rebounds a game. And the other starter is Carly Hagan, number 22, a 5'7" freshman, averages just over 3 points a game but grabs 5.6 rebounds. For the Barren County Trojanettes under 9th-year head coach Piper Lindsay, her assistant coaching staff includes Scott Chapman, Brent Spillman, and Michael Toms. 10-4 on the year, 2-1 in district play. They'll start Abby Varney, number 11, a 5'8" senior, averaging just over 18 points a game and 7 rebounds. Katie Elmore, a 5'6" junior, number 10, averages just over 6 points a contest. Katie Gerald's number 30, a 5'7" junior, averages 5 points a game. Taylor Strange, number 14, a 5'10" junior, averages 5.2. And Ann Ashley Atkinson, number 35, a 5'8" sophomore, averages 5 points and 4.3 rebounds a game. The top reserve off the bench will be number 24, 5'6" freshman Shelby Bird, who averages just over 10 points a game. And John was looking at Glasgow's starting lineup there. Only one junior in the lineup, 3 freshmen and an 8th grader. They're pretty young.
They're very young. And like I said earlier, I think their record is a little deceiving. They play really, really hard. I've seen them play a couple times, and what hurt them early in the year, they couldn't score, and their points have really picked up lately. Barren has a huge experience advantage and size advantage over Glasgow. But Glasgow is a team that I think as the year goes on in the next couple of years will get better and better and better. I mean, they're young teams, but this is an extremely young team, to say the least.
Yeah, and a lot of their losses have been rather close. They only lost to Logan by 3, Greenwood by 8, Bowling Green by 7, Tate's Creek out of Lexington by 5, Hart County by 9, and Allen County Scottsville by 5. So they've been in a lot of those games.
They have been in a lot of those games. They've had trouble finishing, and I think sometimes it's lack of experience and so forth. But to be 3-14, I've seen a lot worse 3-14s. I can tell you that.
Yeah. So that's a look at the lineups, and the officials for tonight's game include Jamie and Bailey, John McMillan, and Davis Taylor. And the officials are sponsored by Monticello Banking Company. MBC is a proud supporter of Barren County basketball. As we said, it is also Athletic Hall of Fame night here. The Barren County Athletics Hall of Fame, proud to recognize former athletes, coaches, teams, and contributors who has brought significant recognition and accomplishments to Barren County High School athletics or to one of the heritage high schools, which include Austin Tracy, Heistville, Park City, and Temple Hill. Each class will consist of no more than 5 inductees who will be chosen by the Hall of Fame committee, and inductees will be recognized at during tonight's games, in between games, between the girls and the boys contest. And we'll run down the list those while we've got a little time here. And the first one on the list, John, you coached her, Patrika Barlow.
Yeah, she was a dandy to say the least. She was a great player. I mean, you called her games and won a regional championship with her and Piper. Actually, I was two starting guards back in 2004. And she went on. She had over 2,000 points here, and she only played 4 years. I mean, we brought up her. You know, she came in freshman, sophomore, junior, and senior. Had over 2,000 points, and then went to the University of Louisville and became the starting point guard at Louisville, and got them all the way to the Final Four 1 year as well. So, I mean, she was. I mean, I can't tell you what a great. I mean, she was a great player, and I really enjoyed coaching her. Obviously,
named the first team All-State 2004, fourth Region Player of the Year. On the Kentucky-Indiana All-Star team.
That's right.
Also played softball and volleyball. And she was on the volleyball region championship.
Absolutely. Her and Piper were both starters on that team as well. But, yeah, just a fantastic player, and really enjoyed her. Her parents allowed me to coach her, and I did. I tried, you know, I didn't give her any breaks. I coached her hard, and she took the coaching, and she was a fantastic player.
Danny Honeycutt, 1972 graduate of Heistville High School, who excelled in multiple sports during his playing days in basketball, football, track, and field. One of the members of the Hall of Fame this year. Jimmy Mannion, who was a coach. He graduated at Temple Hill back the year I was born. So if that tells you anything, he's been around a long time. He spent most of his life playing and coaching sports. Excuse me, outstanding track and field competitor at Temple Hill. He played football and basketball. He also coached over so many years there. He was on the 66 eight-man football Coach of the Year at Austin Tracy. And all this will be, we'll have all this on the air in between games. We'll talk about all these Hall of Fame inductees. Donnie Owens, standout athlete from Etoyle, Kentucky, 71 graduate of Temple Hill. He averaged 27 points a game as a senior. They didn't have the three-point line then. He could have probably averaged 50 or more.
I can guarantee you.
Yeah, played at Florida College and then went on to play at East Carolina. He was a coach, teacher, administrator at various colleges, and we will have him on the air here at halftime of the boys' game tonight. Donnie Owens will be with us during the Hall of Fame inductees. And the 62 state champion football team, Park City, they will be recognized as well. When we come back, we've got the tip-off. It's the Farmers RECC Jackie Brownie Memorial Opening tip-off. And our first quarter of action tonight brought to you by German American Bank, supporting the communities we serve and believe that when a community thrives, its people prosper. Back with the tip-off of tonight's Trojanette Lady Scotty basketball game as you're following the action here on 104.7 FM, The Score.
I'm super proud of what we've been able to build in the last few years in our program. Our goal has always been to set students up for success. But what this does is I think it is a game changer because it creates that next step of connections for students to what we're doing in the curriculum and allows them to really see hands-on what nobody else gets to see.
I've absolutely loved the past 4 years being in biomed. I have got so many wonderful opportunities and it has prepared me so much for my future.
I really feel like our rigorous curriculum really prepares them for med school, physical therapy school, pretty much any graduate medical degree. Our table is a great asset. It's really just a really good supplement to help their learning.
Barren County High School is very fortunate to offer multiple career pathways. The biomedical pathway is just one of those, but our focus is always to have students hands-on experience that prepare them directly for the career that they're going to have when they graduate.
It's not about having kids know content knowledge, like, hey, I memorized this order of things, or I know that. It's actually basically like a knowledge acquisition process. Do I know how to get knowledge? Do I know how to research? What's my question? How do I know when I've learned this, How do I know when I'm ready to go to the next thing? So for them in the STEAM process, what we look at is, what's our question first? What are we trying to accomplish? What's our goal when it's all said and done? I try to have models for the kids. We discuss things. We look at examples from the real world, and ultimately in the end, they have to figure out the engineering process for themselves. I'll provide them with materials. I'll provide them with instruction, even some direction, but ultimately in the end, they have to build these things, and that's the kind of real world stuff they're going to have to work through. That stuff will take them far beyond what they learn here. It's all about trying things, taking risk, and then applying what you've learned in a classroom to what you do in life, and then being able to develop techniques that you can use outside these walls.
For me, favorite thing to teach is just anything coding. I guess if I'm picking something specific, it would be JavaScript. That's just my first programming language that I learned, and it's just, I don't know, I feel like there's so many fun things that we can do with that. For outcomes, just seeing any students like continue in the field, even students prior that I've seen like go on to working in different software development jobs, and I even get to like bring them back in after and be guest speakers to my other students, is just so, I feel like such an awesome thing to get to have and get to see.
It's definitely not what you think it is. There's a lot of different people. You meet a lot of different people with a lot of different perspectives. It's really a community, and you're kind of there to just help each other.
Just this career, like pathway in general, not just like the pathway here, but just this career, I feel like can be a great opportunity. The flexibility that comes with it, and obviously the pay, that's just something that's great for anyone that's interested in it.
Right, face, forward, march, left, 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 right, left, left, cross left,
Welcome back to Barren County High School Gym. Bobby Steenbergen court for tonight's 15th District doubleheader between the Barren County Trojans and Trojanettes and the Glasgow Scotties and Lady Scotties. You're following all the action on 104.7 FM and 1230 AM WCDS Glasgow, online at 104thescore.com and on BC Live here tonight. And pretty good crowd coming in, John, for this big district doubleheader despite the elements outside.
Yeah, it's a little windy, a little bit of rain today, but it's not too bad. But when we hadn't played a home game in a month,
yeah,
and I expected a good crowd. And plus, you have the Hall of Fame in between games. That should draw a good crowd.
Mm-hmm. Barren County to our left and Glasgow to our right, as our location is right behind the scores table here at Barren County High School. Glasgow Lady Scotties in all blue with white numbers and letters. Glasgow across the front of their jerseys. Barren County to our left. They'll be in their home white with Trojanettes across the front of their jerseys. Burgundy numbers and letters trimmed in gold. And again, the officials for tonight's two games are Jamie and Bailey, John McMillan, and Davis Taylor. And the officials sponsored by Monticello Banking Company, MBC, a proud supporter of Barren County High School basketball. Yeah, it's been a month, John, since we were here. And it kind of seems like it, too. We've had a lot of road trips to Bowling Green and Campbellsville over the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, I mean, Bowling Green and Campbellsville has been the hot spots in terms of, especially for the boys. The boys made several trips to Campbellsville, and I think the girls made one.
That's right.
But it is nice to be home, but not a long homestand, actually.
No,
I think February is where most of the games are at home at the very end of the year.
Yeah, we've only got two more home games in January. Russellville on January 23rd and Greenwood here on January 30th. That's it for the month of January, and there'll be several more in February. But I think we've got a lot less home games than we have away games this year for some reason. I think there's like 12 or 13 home games and 17 away games, something like that.
Sometimes it just works out that way.
Yep. Barren County moving left to right, Glasgow right to left, as we see it here, our broadcast location. Glasgow's Cynthia Austin in the jump circle. Barren County breaking the huddle with Coach Piper Lindsay as they make it out on the floor now. Abby Varney will be in the jump circle. And Jamie and Bailey will toss it up. And we will be ready to go here from Barren County High School. Big District 15 doubleheader, and the tap control by the Lady Scotties. They'll set things up. Probably the youngest team Barren County has faced this year. Jakiley Crean with the basketball out top with it, and almost walked with it, and then threw it over the right side to Slagle. Slagle getting a screen from Austin, Rolls off of it, but gets double teamed. Back over it goes to Green. Down to the right corner, going up the baseline. Green, or rather, Austin shot it over the rim. Ball's tipped out to Kirkpatrick. Glasgow keeps it alive. Slagle on the left wing, back over to Kirkpatrick. Kirkpatrick now putting down the dribble. She circles out with it and will leave it with Green. Green dribbling with the left hand, reversing back to the right. Sends it off to Slagle to the right wing. She's picked up her dribble, goes to Austin, down low, working against Gerald's, and has nowhere to go. And going to have to do something with it. Finally pitches it back out to Slagle, and now back out to Green. We played almost a minute, and no shot attempt yet. Penetrating down the lane. Here's shot up and in by Green.
Well, that's a pretty good possession that time for
It
Glasgow.
is.
I'm used to calling college where you have the shot clock.
That's right.
So that was a long possession.
It was
for
a
Glasgow.
minute. It was a minute long. Right side it goes to Atkinson. Atkinson looking. Taking it down to the corner. Now it goes down low. Strange posted up between two Scotties and shot it over the rim. Austin with a rebound. Gives it off to Green. Green will bring it across the timeline for the Lady Scotties. Guarded out there by Ann Ashley Atkinson. Angles off right. Pitches it off to Slagle. Circles around against Varney. Varney putting the pressure on her. Gives it back out now to Kirkpatrick. Kirkpatrick works it to the right side. Back over to Green. And now Green bringing it back out front. Green wants to penetrate now. Down the lane. Bounces it off now to Hagan. Dribbled it off her foot and puts it up in the lane. Banked it up. No good. Rebound comes off to Atkinson. Atkinson gets cut off there by Green to the back court. Has to get rid of it up to Gerald's. Gerald stops, goes down to the corner to Strange. Feeds it down to Varney. Posted up, dribbled it off her foot and out of bounds.
Yeah, both possessions. Barren County tried to get the ball inside on the post. Missed one shot and turned it over that time. One of the differences with Barren without Katie Murphy, they just don't have the ability to put ball pressure on with Katie. So Glasgow can dribble around a lot more at ease without that defensive pressure.
Austin's picked up her dribble, looking for Hagan. Hagan now with the basketball. Out front with it, gives it off to Green. Green on the dribble to the right side. Now gets cut off there by Atkinson. Sends it back out to Slagle. Got Varney putting the pressure on. Almost went for the steal there, but couldn't get it. Here's Austin on the right side, top of the key. Over he goes to Kirkpatrick. Wanted to shoot that three from long range. Now curls up to the top of the key. Gives it off to Slagle. Slagle comes off the screen to the right. Shovels it back off to Green. Green now the dribble across the top of the key. Going to fire up a three-point shot. Nails it. That's her 18th three-point shot she's made this year.
And that was kind of out of the set, too. She kind of fumbled the ball and just picked it up and just shot the three.
Glasgow out to a 5-0 lead. We played a little over 3 minutes in the opening quarter. Now the right elbow is Gerald's. Gerald shovels it back off to Varney. Three-point shot way short off the left side, out of bounds. And now Barren County will put some pressure onto the back court as Kirkpatrick bounces it off to Green. Trying to split the defenders, gets it in front court, angles off to the right side. Now leaves it off with Slagle. Slagle brings it out to Katie Elmore. Reverses back to the right side. Now reverses back left off the screen from Hagan. And we got a foul.
It's going to be a hand check, I believe, on Taylor Strange, I believe, 14.
First foul.
Right now, the pace is all Glasgow right now. 5-0, and they're playing at a snail's pace.
Kirkpatrick with the basketball for the Lady Scotties. Left side it goes to Slagle. Slagle. And another foul. This one's going to be on Varney.
Well, the dilemma that Barren is in is they want to put defensive pressure on Glasgow, but they don't necessarily have the team quickness as they had in the past to do so. So they're kind of caught in a dilemma at times.
Here's Austin with it on the top of the key. Drives right of the lane. Dishes off to Slagle. Curls into the lane. A whistle and a traveling violation on Slagle.
And Slagle's had a good year for him as an 8th grader. She's the one that made the shot to beat Allen in the district as a 7th grader. And she has really, really taken that and improved this year. She's averaging close to 13 a game.
Leading scorer on the team. Half the quarter gone. Left side he goes to Varney. Barren County still hasn't scored. Now goes down the lane. Dishes it off underneath the Strange. High off the window over the rim. And taken by Glasgow. Here comes Kirkpatrick with it in front court to the right side. Throws it off to Austin. Austin back out to Kirkpatrick. Launches it from 22. It's an air ball and it goes out of bounds.
And generally this year when Kirkpatrick has shot it well from three, Glasgow has played real well. She's I think she started off the year like 2 for 27, something like that, but she's really picked it up lately. She's got a good shot on her, but sometimes there's confidence issues. Yeah.
Riley Wilson, 5'10 sophomore, checked in and cutting to the basket. Here's Varney. She misses it. And the rebound comes off to Green.
Well, that's a point-blank layup.
Absolutely. We'll get Shelby Bird at the next whistle. Coming in for Coach Piper Lindsay here. 3:15 to go in the quarter. 5-0. Glasgow leads it. Green with a spin move in the lane. Gets cut off. Lost the handle, but her teammate picked it up and then swatted out of bounds by Hagan. So Barren County will get the basketball as Shelby Bird comes in for Abby Varney. .307 to play here in the first quarter. Barren County trailing Glasgow 5-0.
I'm going to predict we're going to score this possession.
Well,
at that.
Need to, that's for sure. Right side it goes to Bird on the right wing. Bird putting down one dribble, bounces it out to Gerald, swings it over to Elmore in the left wing, feeds it back to Bird, and she missed the shot. Came off the rim, and it's knocked out of bounds.
I was wrong.
It was close, but it just wouldn't go in.
Well, that was a tough shot that time by Shelby. I know it was a close one, but she had to catch that on the pass and then go up over a couple of Glasgow players.
Yeah, they've got a new player in the ball game, number 20, Jordy Goodman, a 5'6" freshman. And she's got the basketball, gives it over to Green. Green works it into the front court, down the right side. Wide open shot, put up no good. And that was by Riley Strode, who just checked in, a 5'10" freshman. On the other end, the ball's going to go off the hand of Elmore and out of bounds. And so Glasgow's basketball, 2:34 to go in the quarter. They lead at 5-0.
I don't know if this is nerves or what, but missing a lot of easy layups, both teams.
Comes to the near side of Slagle, back to Goodman. They go in the middle to Austin. Austin breaks the trap and gives it over to Green. She lost the handle, but Green there to grab it. They go in the corner now. Austin fakes, goes up the baseline, puts it up, hits the bottom of the backboard, put it back up. It is no good, but a foul. This one will be on Jarrows. Her first, number 3.
Well, Cynthia Alston is the one experienced player that Glasgow has. Well, Kirkpatrick played a lot last year, but she's still just a freshman.
First free throw is good. She's only shooting 49% from the foul line, but had no trouble with that one to make it a 6-0 lead.
Now, that's probably one of the reasons why Glasgow's only won 3 games is their free throw shooting has been very poor this year.
Second shot of the way. It comes off the front of the rim. Atkinson grabs the rebound. Here come the Trojanettes of the attack with 2:13 to go here in the first quarter, and a Glasgow 6-0 lead. Right side is Elmore, reversing back left, forces up the shot, came up way short, and rebounded there by Goodman for Glasgow. Gives to Austin and now to Green. We're down to a minute 57 to play here in the first quarter.
Barren is 0 for 6.
And that ball skips off of Austin. Here comes Elmore with it for the Trojanettes on the run. Elmore drives, goes up over Green, puts it in, and they will count the bucket. A foul on Green.
Yeah, that's a good call that time. That was actually, I thought Green was there, but she started falling before the contact was made. And so Barren County finally breaks the ice with the steal and conversion by Katie Elmore.
With a minute 45 to go in the first quarter. Elmore with an old-fashioned three-point play. Barren County now trailing 6-3. Pressure in the backcourt. They get it across. Here's Green down the left side, working around. Bird goes all the way to the right corner, sends it out to Slagle. And now Goodman with the basketball. Hands it back to Slagle. Slagle on the dribble, working against Abby Varney. Goes back to the right side of the free throw line, back out to Green. Green working it to the right side. Reverses back left, splits the defenders, forces up the shot. It almost went in. Atkinson gets the rebound and a reach-in foul on Green, and that's going to be her second. Team second of the quarter with a minute 15 to play here in the first.
That's Atkinson's third rebound of the quarter. One thing about it, even though Barren County has only got 3 points, it's not like Glasgow's lighting it up either.
Yep. Elmore handles the basketball for the Trojanettes. Glasgow in a zone, a 1-2-2 with Kirkpatrick playing the top. Here's Varney, out top to Bird. Bird goes right side corner to Elmore. Elmore trying to go up the baseline, hooks it back to Varney behind the arc. Now to Bird, penetrates the lane, forces up the shot, gets fouled. So Shelby Bird will head to the free throw line for 2 shots. A foul is on Glasgow's Kayla Kirkpatrick. That is her first, team's third of the quarter.
Well, speaking of the youth of Glasgow, I mean, Shelby Bird is a freshman who I think has an opportunity to be a really, really good player. I like her game. She's athletic. You can just watch her shoot free throws. She's got perfect form from the free throw line.
Yeah, 22 of 35 from the free throw line coming into tonight's game.
Yeah, that'll get better the older she gets as well, more confidence and so forth. But
second shot on the way, good again.
You're going to make a lot of shots if you have that type of rotation and follow through.
51 seconds to go. They haven't started the clock yet. 6-5 the score. Here's a steal by Bird. Bird gives it off to Atkinson. Atkinson to the right side, hooks it back to Bird. Bird gives it over to Elmore, back to Bird. Top of the key, 3. It spins out. Trying to get the offensive rebound was Wilson. And they go back into Varney. Varney slices her way down the lane, puts it up and in. Now, the clock did not start.
No, probably about 20 seconds.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Who scored that? I missed it.
That was Varney.
That was Varney, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So they might take some more time off here.
I'd say close to 20. We're going to take another 10. I think that's generous.
Yeah. Barren County with their first lead of the basketball game at 7-6.
And they're setting up in their 2-2-1 full court pressure.
Trying to reset the clock here. And I'm not sure what that noise is. It's coming from the upper speakers. Jordy Goodman gets the ball in play to Slagle. Back to Goodman. Over the right side, Kirkpatrick. Green's on the bench with 2 fouls. Now Slagle splits the defenders, lost the handle, picks it up, goes over the right side of Kirkpatrick, fakes the 3, drives against Elmore and a foul. And that's going to be her first, the team's 4th of the quarter, with 27 seconds to play here before the end of the quarter. Kirkpatrick will inbound. Having trouble, going to have to hurry. They finally get it in play to Austin. Austin back out to Slagle, 23 seconds to go in the quarter. Slagle reverses it back out, gives to Kirkpatrick, down to 18 seconds. Got Elmore guarding Kirkpatrick out front. Wants to drive with it down the left lane, swatted away by Elmore. Elmore drives it to the basket, throws it up, no good. Varney throws it back up over the rim, and the rebound comes off to Strode. 2 seconds to go. Here's Slagle, launches it up from 35, almost went in. That's the end of the first quarter with the score. Barren County 7, Glasgow 6. We'll return after this break. Trojanet basketball on 104.7 the score.
I really like the hands-on aspect because I have several students, particularly this year, being that we do have such large gaps from our COVID time, that are having some trouble with reading. They struggle to do that. So when we do the hands-on and they're able to see the models and to watch me do it, that is taken completely out of the equation, and it gives them the confidence to really shine and do all these smaller tasks.
Building that foundation of how students can use science, technology, engineering, arts, and math, making those connections with the classroom teachers and what they're doing in their classrooms as well. And sometimes they don't have the time to do those project-based type things. In our STEAM lab, they're able to do that. And then also with our Project Lead the Way, students are really thinking about how to build and solve real-world problems, presented with scenarios, and then they have to problem solve and come up with solutions as a team. And so we're really excited about laying that foundation here at Temple Hill this year.
Barren County leads at 7-6 over the Glasgow Lady Scotties as we start quarter number 2, sponsored by Southern States Glasgow Co-op. And it will be Barren County's basketball. Shelby Bird, Abby Varney, Katie Geralds, Taylor Strange, and Riley Wilson on the court to start the second quarter for Coach Piper Lindsay. Out top with it is Geralds. Geralds goes right side with it to Varney. Varney looks inside, nobody there to get it to. Wilson comes out, they give it over to Geralds on the left wing. Geralds bounces down low in there to Strange, kicks it back out to Varney for a three. It is in and out. And a rebound in there by Wilson. She throws it back up, it's no good. Strange had it for a moment, lost it. Varney's got it now, feeds it back to Strange, had it tipped away. Slagle's got it for Glasgow into the front court on the left side. Slagle gets into a trap, gets rid of it out to Austin, swings it over to Goodman for a three. It is off the mark. Long rebound, and Kirkpatrick tried to get to it. It goes out of bounds. Riley Strode checks back into the Glasgow lineup as Austin checks out. Green is on the bench with 2 fouls. So you got Slagle, Kirkpatrick, Hagan, Strode, and Goodman on the court for Glasgow right now.
Barren was 2 for 10 in the first quarter.
Varney, free throw line, over to Geralds on the left wing. Bluffs the three, still on the dribble. Changes her dribble, goes to the basket, puts it up, no good. Strange with the rebound, back up, no. Varney in a lot of traffic, puts it up in with the left hand.
A good effort on the offensive rebounds. But Barren, once you get an offensive rebound, they're almost just kind of like throwing it up. You know, They just need to take their time and go straight up. Glasgow really does not have any shot blockers out there to worry about.
Glasgow started out a 5-0 lead on the Trojanettes. Here's Strode trying to drive into Wilson. She gets cut off. Here's Goodman on the right side of the floor. Back out to Slagle. Minute and a half gone. Here the second. Barren County leads it 9-6. Slagle reverses back left. It's deflected, but Kirkpatrick there is going to launch up a high arching three that is no good. Strode the offensive rebound, kicks it back to Slagle. Slagle penetrates the lane. The runner is short. Strode puts it back up, no good. And the rebound comes down to Strange. Barren County going back the other way. As Geralds has it in front court. Right side it goes to Varney. Varney on the dribble to the wing. Now wants to head against Kirkpatrick. She cuts her off. Back to Strange. 18-footer in the air. Bounces off the back of the rim. Rebound comes off to Goodman. 5:50 to play here in the first half. Barren County 9, Glasgow 6. Slagle with a basketball against Varney. Right side, gives rid of it to Kirkpatrick. A three-point attempt is no good. And it's Strange with a rebound off to Varney. Long pass down the floor. Bird gives it to Strange. Strange right side and goes up in traffic. No good. Ball goes off the hand of Geralds and out of bounds. As Katie Elmore returns to the Trojanet lineup for Riley Wilson. Neither team shooting well, John.
No, I'd like to say something positive. It's 9-6.
Not much you can say right now.
5 minutes left in the first half, and just a lot of missed shots. At least it's not turnovers.
Yeah. Slagle fell down, and Varney went for the ball on the floor. Jump ball, possession arrow back to Glasgow. 5:15 to play.
So many players right now are basically just rushing their inside shots, especially on the Barren end.
As Kirkpatrick will put the ball in play here on the near side. Gets it out to Slagle. Slagle works against Varney. 5:10 to go in the half. 9-6. Slagle drives, passes deflected. Goes to the hands of Atkinson. Barren County's got it going the other way. Here's Elmore. Bounce pass Strange. She can't shoot. Dribbles it out toward the corner now. Feeds it down into Atkinson, and she puts it up, and it won't go. Ball knocked out of bounds. It goes back to Barren County underneath. Wide open shots just not going right now. And let's see, Austin and Green both coming back in for Coach Kirkpatrick, and it's an inbounds pass right to Strange, and she put it in.
Yeah, Glasgow just went to sleep on their out of bounds play. Just left Taylor Strange wide open that time.
And it's 11-6 now. Barren County with their largest lead of the basketball game. Get the local news, information about local events, and much more that you need to know from Barren County and Glasgow online by logging on to GlasgowNews1.com. And you can join James along with John on the Brown Sports Bag every Monday afternoon at 4 o'clock. 104.7 The Score, hour-long sports show. Had your show... was it Tuesday night?
No,
you had it Monday night.
We were back on a regular schedule.
Okay.
Yeah. No, we've been doing it about 4 years. And, of course, James does all the work, and he does a great job with it and everything. Try to cover a lot of high school sports. A little bit of college, a little bit of pro, but mainly high school.
And we got 4:50 to play here in the first half. Barren County 11, Glasgow 6. And a good crowd here tonight. It's The big district doubleheader and also Athletic Hall of Fame night. That'll be taking place in between games. And coming up at halftime of this game, we'll talk with Barren County Middle School Principal Michael Davis. As Jakiley Green gets it across. Sends it over to Kirkpatrick. She'll launch another three-point attempt. This time it rings in.
Well, she's shooting with a lot of confidence. She missed her first three, and but each time she steps right up there and fires away.
And Elmore gives it off to Varney. Varney in the paint looking. Back to Elmore out top. Backs out, now heads down the right sideline. Splits the defender, scoops it up and in.
That's a nice move that time by Katie Elmore. A little Euro step inside. I think
her fifth point.
She's played as good, if not better than any of them so far.
13-9 the score. As Green gets rid of Kirkpatrick. This shot's blocked by Varney on a three-point attempt. Goes underneath the Strode, though. She put it up, and she's fouled.
That may be two on Katie Elmore.
And yes, it is two on Elmore.
Yeah, I thought Katie Elmore has played well. She's had a couple steals and a little bit more energized, I think, than they don't.
Yep. Strode makes the first of two. 5'10 freshman. She averages 2.2 points a game. And it's 13-10 now. Barren County, second shot of the way. Good again for Strode. And it's 13-11. 4 minutes to play here in the first half. Atkinson on the dribble out front. Right side to Varney. Varney sends it out top. Atkinson turns, fires a three. It comes off the rim. Rebound put back up and in by Varney.
That's a great effort by Abby Varney. Just went and got that rebound and then finished with her left hand.
Barren County with a 4-point lead, 15-11. 3.5 minutes to go here in the second quarter. Green throws it away as her teammate Jordy Goodman was breaking the other way when she released the pass, and so Barren County will have the basketball.
That's better ball pressure that time by the Trojanettes, and that's what forced that miscommunication with Glasgow.
In the game for the Trojanettes is number 4, Hannah Bragg, a 6-foot sophomore, averages 2.5 points a game. Varney with it, right side, heads toward the middle. Oh, pass getting away. Bragg tried to chase it down. It goes out of bounds.
Yeah, it was the right idea, but a bounce pass to a 6'1 kid, sometimes it's a tough catch for Bragg, especially just coming in off the bench.
Mm-hmm.
Right idea, though. Probably a lob tonight against a smaller Glasgow would probably be a better pass.
Jakiley Green sets it up for Glasgow. Cuts back to the left side, then back right. Gives it over to Kirkpatrick. Got Shelby Bird guarding her. Trying to work it off the screen. Goes in the corner. She's trapped. Has nowhere to go, but gets rid of it back out to Austin, who's back in the court. Here's Jordy Goodman with a three-point attempt that's no good. Rebound comes off to Katie Geralds. He gives it to Atkinson. Left side to Bird. Back to Atkinson out between the circles. Puts the dribble down, goes to the right side. 2:40 to go in a half. It's 15-11. Posted down low. Bragg turns and puts it in.
Well, that's a good post move by Bragg that time. Just caught it down on the block and just jumped straight up and made the bank shot.
It's 17-11. Barren County with 2:23 to go here in the first half. Goodman hands it off out to Kirkpatrick. Kirkpatrick is going to launch it up. Long three is no good, and Varney with a long rebound for the Trojanettes. Varney races down the floor, feeds it underneath to Bird. She puts it up, it hangs and comes off the rim. Rebound comes off to Strode for Glasgow. 2 minutes to play in the first half. Green with it out top. Steps back. Shoots the three. It is no good. And Bragg tried to get the rebound. Got to have a foul underneath the basket. A push-off foul will be on Glasgow's Riley Strode. Her first, team's first the quarter. Addie Slagle and Carly Hagan returning to the Lady Scouting lineup. With 1:55 to play, it is 17-11. Was you expecting this low score of a game, John?
I thought the game had an opportunity to be close for a while just because I thought Glasgow was very competitive despite their record. I did not think it was going to be this low scoring.
Mm-hmm. Atkinson with it on the left side. Now bounces it out to Varney. 1:40 to go in the half. Trying to penetrate. Can't go. Got a wide open shot. 10-footer. No. Rebound comes off to Green. The outlet pass from Austin. Wants to make a move around Bird. She cuts her off. Throws it back out now to Kirkpatrick. Kirkpatrick trying to feed it into Slagle. Breaking in the lane. Goes right in the hands of Hagan. She put it up and she's fouled. Foul will be on Bird.
Shelby Bird.
Her first, team second. That's going to send Carly Hagan to the free throw line. Another freshman at 5'7". 64% foul shooter on the year for the Lady Scotties. Her first free throw is good.
Yeah, she's got pretty good form from the line.
And a team that's shooting just 54%. They've hit 4 of 5 here in the first half. Second shot is on the way. It rattles and stays for Hagan. And now Goodman will return for Green. Of course, she has 2 fouls on her.
Well, when you're 3-14 and you've lost a lot of close games, probably a lot of them came down to missing free throws.
1:15 left in the half. Barren County 17, Glasgow 13. Gerald's with it between the circles, putting down the dribble. Now bounces it off to Atkinson. Here's the lob down to Bragg. Bragg turns, throws it high off the glass. And here comes Slagle with it for Glasgow. Crossover dribble, splits the defenders, goes under, and the ball out of bounds. It will go back to Glasgow underneath with 56.5 seconds to play. Kirkpatrick still looking. Finally gets into Austin in the corner. Turns, goes into the lane, and Bragg comes in and ties it up. Just reached in there and grabbed the basketball. Barren County will get it on the alternating possession.
Yeah, it's good defense by Hannah Bragg. Calls that jump ball.
Down to the final 50 seconds of the second quarter. Barren County with a 4-point lead at 17-13. Atkinson, left corner, Geralds. Back to Atkinson. 40 seconds to play. Goes right, sends it back left, over to Varney. In the middle to Bragg. Back over goes to Atkinson. Atkinson, cross-court pass. Bird, three-point attempt is no good. Crashing aboard Varney, puts it in and draws a foul.
Well, sometimes when you have trouble scoring, the best way to score is just go get the rebound. And that's the second time Abby Varney has done that.
8 points for Varney here in the half. And the three-point play, good. Gives her 9 now, and it's 20-13, the largest lead for the Trojanettes with 24 seconds to go before the break. Here's Slagle with the basketball. Slagle sends it off now to Hagan. Hagan over to Kirkpatrick. Get Bird defending her now. Now Kirkpatrick wanting to drive, gives it over to Hagan. Shot is blocked by Bragg and out of bounds. I think Kirkpatrick may have touched it last, so Barren County will get the ball with 6.8.
That's a good quarter so far by Hannah Bragg.
Atkinson looking, gets it in play. Varney back to Atkinson, 4 seconds. Long, desperate throw down to Bird. Turns, puts it up on the baseline. It's short. That's the end of the first half. 20-13, Trojanettes lead the Lady Scotties. We'll come back with our halftime report after this break. You're following the Trojanettes on 104.7 The Score.
I have been taking ag class since my 8th grade year. In 8th grade, I was able to be the BCMS FFA secretary, and that's when I first started falling in love with FFA and ag classes. It has made me such a better public speaker. Before FFA, I was scared to get up on the stage and give a speech or even perform with the drama club. But now it has helped me become a better speaker, a better leader, a better server as well, because FFA is also very service-based, and it's really has helped me come out of my comfort zone.
At the culmination of our pathways, students have the opportunity to go out into the community and to be able to co-op. It's through these experiences that kids get real-life experience. They get to practice the skills that they learn in the class, hands-on.
I'm working here at Commonwealth Broadcasting Corporation, and it's just really awesome. I get to do lots of cool stuff like write commercials. I've voiced a couple commercials, and I just kind of help out with whatever anybody needs. My favorite part is getting to meet all the different kinds of people and also just getting opportunities like this co-op. It's really just been a wonderful learning experience.
Favorite part is just being able, instead of being in a classroom where you have to sit all day, you're doing your own work for something that you're actually interested in. I would recommend this course to other students just because it'll let them know if they would like to do this for a career.
What I really like about with Project Lead the Way and with the STEAM content that I get to teach is it makes those real world connections. It's allowing kids to put their brain in action. It's not that, we're not at that time in the game where we're sitting and getting and taking notes and content. It's taking that content and applying it to real world selections. And that's what Project Lead the Way is allowing us to do and create those opportunities. Those students that you have in the classroom that may struggle with that reading and math are thriving with this content because they're able to put solutions to problems and fix things that they wouldn't necessarily get in a normal math or reading classroom.
Just being able to figure out what didn't work and how to make it work and how to work through that process just in itself for you as a person is important, but also it builds those skills that are going to be necessary for each grade that follows us.
Blessed to be a part of that. Our mission every day is to empower excellence in every student. So in Barren County Schools, we offer lots of opportunities for students. That's really what we do. We offer opportunities for students so they can be the best they can be. They can find what's important to them, what they enjoy doing, and then they go out and they continue to be successful as they go into high school. So we're there to transition students from elementary to middle school, and it's a great place to do that. So we sure do appreciate everyone's help with that. I want to brag on a few students for the hard work they're doing. We have a busy weekend this weekend. We have our Governor's Cup coming up tomorrow at Barren County Middle School. We host that. We're going to do future problem solving, written composition, content assessments, and quick recall. And so appreciate our students and sponsors for being part of that. I know they'll do a great job tomorrow with that. We have our junior beta coming up. That's coming up on this Sunday. We're leaving out, heading out despite the weather. We're going to try to get up there safely and back safely from Lexington. And I want to say a great job to all of our students and sponsors for being a part of that. We're going up there to compete in lots of different areas. And Kaylin Peterson's going to be our 7th grade beta president runner for that. So she's going to run for that campaign while she's up in Lexington, and we know she'll do a great job with that while she's there. So got some all-district band students we want to brag on: Brighton Lucas, Danny Buckingham, Logan Manley. They've done a great job with that. So 3 students for our all-district band, and then all-district orchestra: Liberty Phelps, Maria Chamorro, Sophia Wilson, Isabel Hellinger, Lily Shaw, Oliver Houts, and Danielle Buckingham. They've been recognized within that orchestra group, so we're proud of that as well. So lots of good things. I do want to brag on all of our teachers for the opportunities and the pathway work that we're connecting our students to, whether it's JROTC, engineering, coding, the arts, all the good things we have there in agriculture. We've got lots of good things going on there as well, so very blessed.
Now, when is the beta convention?
It's this weekend for the junior beta convention, so we leave out on Sunday, come back on Tuesday.
Hopefully the weather will cooperate.
Well, we sure hope so as well. I know that we're going to be just going up there, getting up there. I know we'll get up there safe and sound and return home, but the kids are excited about it, so I'm glad we don't have to cancel. We can get up there and take care of business.
There you go. Anything else to add?
Well, I do want to recognize, recently recognized as for Alliance for Healthier Generation as one of America's healthiest schools, and it's because of the good things we have going on with social emotional learning, health in the classroom, giving kids opportunities to be healthy outside of school, and just talking about just health and wellness. And we know that encompasses so many different things, mentally, physically, emotionally, academically, and so we do a great job at Barren County Middle School within Barren County Schools with that, so we're blessed to be that. And then PBIS, we're at Gold Status, which just means we're simply recognizing the good things that our students are doing throughout our school days and providing rewards and incentives and things that just kind of promote them to continue doing good things in our building. So just lots of good stuff going on at Barren County Middle School, and just again appreciate all of our students and staff for the hard work they do.
Well, good luck to the middle school at the beta convention this week.
Yes,
or
sir.
Next week.
Yes, sir. Hey, thanks for your time.
Yep.
Really appreciate it.
Good to see you, sir.
Take care. Yes, sir.
Have a good
Thank
one.
you. You too.
Mr. Michael Davis, principal of Barren County Middle School, will come back with their halftime report in a moment on 104 The Score.
So this class is responsible for growing produce and flowers, hanging baskets, and different vegetables in our school greenhouse that we sell to the public. We also use the produce that's left over after our annual plant sale to grow here in our raised garden beds, and then we harvest that produce throughout the summer. And then all of that produce gets donated to the Barren County Reads and Feeds program here that we do within our school district.
We start working all the way from kindergarten, and they start doing, if it's building the 3 little pigs houses and they have to build something and test it and all of these sorts of things, they start that kind of problem solving skills really young. We do a lot of group work, so they have to collaborate, they have to learn how to work well together, how to compromise. It's been really cool kind of seeing them kind of come in to kind of get all kinds of things. And plus it kind of prepares them, it kind of shows them like different career options and a lot of things that they've never thought about before. And so when we're doing Project Lead the Way and we're studying engineering, we'll pull up scientists and we'll pull up astronauts, and we've watched some launches on TV and just stuff like that to kind of show them that there's kind of a big world out there and there's all kinds of places and things that they can do.
(20-13), Trojanettes lead the Lady Scotties. Jake Kessler, who is a new employee of Commonwealth Broadcasting, he is going to do our sports report. Go ahead.
Thanks, Jay. On the Barren County High and Middle School sports report, last night Barren County girls freshmen defeated Glasgow 41-16. Barren County girls JV won over Glasgow 42-16, and Barren County boys freshmen beat Glasgow 38-33. Glasgow boys JV slipped by Barren County 46-44. Also last night, Barren County boys middle school 7th grade won over Greene County 50-47, while the 8th grade lost to Greene County 61-47.
All right. Thank you, Jake. Appreciate that. Looking at the rest of scores we have here at halftime, the girls' 4th Region All-A Championship, Metcalfe County and Cumberland County are tied at 22 apiece.
I've got one in the 5th girls.
Okay.
Greene County's up 52-49 in the 4th over Bethlehem.
Oh, wow.
That's a pretty big upset.
It really is. Barren County trailed Glasgow 5-0 to start the ball game. They came back and took a 1-point lead after 7-6. And they outscored the Lady Scotties 13-7 in the second quarter to take a 20-13 lead here at the break. Glasgow had 3 field goals. 2 of those were 3-point shots. They were 5 of 6 from the free throw line. Jacqueline Green had 5 points. Kayla Kirkpatrick had a 3. Green also had the other 3-point shot. 2 free throws for Carly Hagan, also 2 free throws for Riley Strode, 1 free throw for Cynthia Austin. Addie Slagle did not score, the leading scorer on the season for the Lady Scotties. And quickly, 8 field goals for the Trojanettes in the first half, hit all 4 of their free throw attempts. And it was Abby Varney with 9 points in the first half, 4 field goals, 1 free throw, 5 points for Katie Elmore, a couple of field goals and a free throw, and 2 points each for Taylor Strange, Shelby Bird, and Hannah Bragg.
Yeah, my only contribution in terms of stats, Jay, was I had Barren County 8 of 25 from 2. That's less than 33%. 0 for 4 from 3, so 8 out of 29 total.
Well,
that's
do the math.
But from the Barren County perspective, they're ahead. We're ahead too.
Well, that's true. So 7-point lead, largest of the ball game so far.
That's exactly right.
Yeah. All right, we're ready for the second half. As far as the foul situation, Jacqueline Green picked up 2 for Glasgow. Katie Elmore had 2 for Barren County. As we get set for the Farmers RACC Jackie Browning second half in our third quarter, sponsored by Southern States Glasgow Co-op. Glasgow will have the basketball to start the second half. They're moving from left to right. Here's Jacqueline Green with it for the Lady Scotties. As they send it off over to Kirkpatrick on the right wing. They find a backdoor pass to Austin. She puts it up and in.
It's a nice little back cut a little set that Glasgow ran out of halftime worked perfectly.
Yep. Austin with their first field goal tonight. 20-15 the score. Trojanettes with a 5-point lead. Here's Atkinson on the left wing with it for the Trojanettes. Looking, popping out to get it. Varney fakes a three, drives left of the lane, dishes it back off in the corner. Atkinson up the baseline, throws up the runner, hits the side of the backboard. And what we got here, we're going to have...
Should be a walk on Glasgow.
Yeah, okay, well, two of them came out of there with it, and wasn't for sure. I guess they were trying to wait and see if somebody's going to take it from the other one first, but they just kind of tied it up there together. So Barren County will have the basketball on the left baseline as Elmore looks to inbound. Lobs it out to Geralds. Sends it back out now to Varney to set it up. Varney goes in the corner to Geralds. And looking for Elmore posted up down low, but can't get it to her. Varney leaves it off with Geralds on the left side, and left elbow is Strange. Takes it to the right side of the lane, goes under, puts it up, she missed it. Rebound Kirkpatrick for the Lady Scotties. On the run with it, down the middle, angles off to the left side. Still on the dribble, straight away over to Green. She brings it out to set it up. But over a minute gone here in the third. Barren County with a 5-point lead. Here's Slagle with it on the right side. Fakes, wants to drive with it, leaves it off with Green in the corner, brings it out to the wing. Back in the corner goes to Slagle. Back to Green. Now she'll bring it out between the two circles to set it up. Now heads back to the right, gives it to Kirkpatrick with Elmore guarding her. Now goes into the lane, flips up the shot, it almost went in. Offensive rebound by Hagan. They go down to the floor, tied up with Elmore. Barren County will get the ball in the alternating possession as Jordy Goodman checks in for Kayla Kirkpatrick for the Lady Scotties. 6:22 to go here in the third. Barren County 20, Glasgow 15. Elmore brings it across the line. Sends it off right side. Strange fires a long two that is no good. And the ball tipped out and brought out to Elmore. Elmore getting a screen from Strange. Takes it to the right side. Reverses back left. Trying to split the defenders. There's some contact there, but no whistle. And around it goes to Varney. Fakes a three. Drives into the lane. And she tries to go up with a shot. And it's going to be off her and out of bounds. Trying to force up too much.
I agree. Yeah, two kind of forced shots, just take it right into Glasgow's body.
And Riley Wilson, Hannah Bragg, and Shelby Bird check into the lineup for Coach Piper Lindsay. As Green will bring it up for the Lady Scotties. Green waving everybody off, taking it to the right side. Now it's going to be fouled. I think Atkinson will be charged with a foul, and that is her first, team's first of the third quarter. Comes in the corner to Austin. Out it comes to Green, right side of the circle. Back it goes in the corner to Goodman. Back to Green. Now Green brings it out to balance the floor again. Angles off back right, cuts back left. Goes into the lane, spins, gives it off now to Addie Slagle. Over goes to Goodman. Goodman sends it back over to Slagle. Slagle. Back around it goes right side to Austin. Austin fakes one way, goes the other, trying to get around Wilson. Muscles a shot, up whistle, and a foul.
That time it was just basically a clear out that time by Austin, and she just took it right to the basket and kind of jumped into Wilson at that time and drawing the foul. This quarter has started exactly like the first quarter.
One, yeah.
Just not a lot of action. And basically Glasgow can just pretty much walk a ball up the floor, which is exactly kind of what they want.
First half, they made more free throws than they did field goals. She hits two more there. And it's 20-17.
They don't look like a team that shoots 52% from the free throw line.
That's exactly what was on their stat sheet.
This time Glasgow's has jumped into a 2-3 zone, it looks like. They played a little 3-2, little man, and this may be a disguise zone, and they go back into man.
Comes out to Atkinson, bounce pass over to Bird, back to Atkinson, almost picked up by Green, fires up a 17-footer that's short off the front of the rim, and the ball goes into the Barren County bench. Trojanettes will keep it.
So actually, they stayed into a 3-2 zone.
Atkinson swings it left over to Gerald's. In the middle, and now down to Atkinson. Throws it off the side of the backboard. Hannah Bragg retrieves it. Gives it back out to Atkinson. Now Atkinson had it smacked out of her hands by Slagle. They're going to call a reach-in on Slagle, and that's her first. Team's first of the third quarter. Abby Varney returning along with Katie Elmore for the Trojanettes. Gerald's and Atkinson will go out. Barren County's basketball, Bird in front of the Barren County student section. To throw it in, comes into Elmore. 4.5 minutes to play in the third. It's 20-17. Here's the lob down to Bragg. She's double teamed, had it smacked out of her hands. Here comes Green with it for the Lady Scotties. Angles off right, cuts down the right side of the lane, puts it up. It's no good, but a foul. They're going to put it on Abby Varney. That's her second. Team's third of the quarter.
Jacali Green has some, definitely has some speed to get to the basket, and especially going right. A little shaky at times going left, but she has some quickness. And again, Glasgow continues to make free throws.
8 of 9 from the foul line, and she missed that one. Rebound comes off to the Trojanettes. Here's Katie Elmore. 4:15 to go in the third. Barren County with a 2-point lead. 20-18. Elmore sends it left side to Bird. Down the left corner, Bragg skips it down low in there to Varney. Splits the defenders and puts it in.
A nice finish that time by Varney.
She's got 11 points, and it's 22-18. Barren County, 3:50 to play in the third period. Right side with it is Austin. Sends it out to Kirkpatrick. Kirkpatrick goes back into Austin. Working against, going to turn an 18-footer that's in and out. The rebound comes off to Varney. Varney pushing it down the floor. Sends it off right side to Bird. Back to Varney behind the arc of the right side. Now sends it off left side to Elmore. Posted inside. There's Bragg with a hook shot. No, but a foul.
I wouldn't be surprised if Bragg can make, especially the second free throw right here, that Barren, I've not seen the half-court trap. Have you tonight?
No.
The 1-3-1, and Barren definitely has the size to cause some problems with Glasgow, whose guards are, I think, safe to say, rather on the small side.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see if Coach Lindsay jumps into some type of pressure, whether it's half court or full court.
Bragg makes the first of two. She'll have one more. Her third point, 6-foot sophomore. And it's up and it's good. Not sure what's the whistle about. 24-18 the score. One official come over and talk to Coach Lindsay. Now he's going over to talk with Coach Kirkpatrick. And is it about the static over the PA system?
I'm not for sure what's going on. They just moved both teams to the bench.
I don't know. So both teams in their huddles right now.
It may be something in the stands because we look like we have one of our deputy sheriffs coming over here.
Not sure what's going on.
I think somebody's going to get thrown out.
Is it a player or a fan?
They're talking to some people behind the Glasgow bench. Of course, we're on the air, so we didn't hear that, and I didn't see anything, but the officials certainly did.
Yeah. They had a couple of megaphones down there, but I'm not sure if that had anything to do with it or not. Here's Slagle. Right side, Kirkpatrick at three. It's in there.
Yeah, that looked good the entire way. It's her second three, both from the corner, from the wing.
And a timeout. This will be a full timeout with 3:08 to go in the third quarter. Barren County 24, Glasgow 21. Trying to see if we have any other score updates. We'll remind you you're following Barren County High basketball on 104.7 FM and 1230 AM, WCDS Glasgow. Online at 104thescore.com and on BC Live tonight.
Bethlehem ended up beating Greene County girls 71-61.
71-61 Bethlehem. So they'll be in the All-A state tournament. Of course, they got Leah Macy back now, so that makes a big difference.
Yeah, one of the top, 5 players in the state?
Yeah. Got the Trojans and the Scotties in Game 2 of our doubleheader here tonight. District 15. Glasgow or Barren County trying to keep their district streak alive. They're 3-0 in district play.
I think that game, the boys' game, will be a dandy.
I think it will be too. Always is, when we get those two teams get together. All right, Trojanettes with 3:08 to go in the third, leading by 3. It's 24-21. And Shelby Bird will toss it in. It comes in to Elmore. Barren County has won 14 straight games against the Lady Scotties. They dump it into Bragg. They kick it over to Gerald. She puts it up. It's good.
That's a good assist that time by Hannah Bragg off the screen roll. She rolled the basket, and then nice dump down to Gerald.
Gerald gets her first 2 points of the night. It's 26-21. Right side, Kirkpatrick. Can't leave her open for the 3, but Slago almost took a notion to shoot that 3. Slices her way in the lane and lost the handle, but Austin there to grab it. Austin curls into the paint. Now the pass goes off Green and out of bounds. And Ashley Atkinson returning to the Trojanette lineup for Hannah Bragg. 2:28 to play here in the third. Barren County with a 5-point lead, 26-21. 19-point favorite. Here's a bad pass out of bounds.
Yeah,
looking for Varney on the baseline.
Yeah, on a back cut, but
too much in front of her there. Glasgow with the basketball, 2:10 to go in the third. 2-possession game, and here's Green, gives it off to Kirkpatrick, long range right. Kirkpatrick putting down the dribble. Now has picked it up, goes back to Austin, drives a baseline, spins back left, puts up the shot. It's no good, but a foul.
Yeah, it was initially good defense that time by Atkinson, but at the very end kind of slapped down and caused the foul that time.
That's 2 on Atkinson, 4 on the Trojanettes here in the third period.
Yeah, she was in perfect defensive position except for the very end.
Austin at the line for 2. The first one is good. Glasgow.
I mean, if they shot these free throws like this all year, they would probably, instead of being 3 and 14, there would probably be 7 or 8 wins on their.
Apparently they've been practicing this week.
Well, if you watch them shoot free throws, their form is fine.
Yeah.
Got good form.
Austin now 5 of 6 from the stripe. 4 in a row here in this quarter. And it's a 3-point ball game, 26-23. Elmore, left side Varney. Sends it into the free throw line area to Gerald's. Back right side Elmore, trying to go baseline. Kicks it off in the corner. Atkinson fires away and hits a long 2. And that's her first 2 points of the night. 28-23, Barren County with a 5-point lead. 1:28 to play in the third. As Slagle tries to get around Varney, has to reverse it back out to Green. Green out between the circles against Shelby Bird. Wants to take her, spin move, lost the handle. Oh, somebody reached in and fouled her.
I think it's going to be on Atkinson. That was a bailout that time because it looked like Chicali Green was getting ready to turn it over.
And Glasgow will be at the line. It's Green, who is 1 of 2 tonight from the charity stripe.
I don't know if either team has scored more than 4 in a row at one time. There's been no spurts in this game. That's why it's 29-24.
And the second shot is up, and it's good. So Green gets both. And it's 28-25, a 3-point Barren County lead with 1:12 to go in the third period. Here's Elmore. Crossover dribble, down the lane, hooks it back left. Atkinson, long 2, rims off. Varney the rebound. Brings it back out the right side. Gives to Geralds. Goes back to Atkinson. Out top, Varney. Three if it goes. No good. Long rebound. Chase down Shelby Bird. Sends it back out now. Elmore, Atkinson. Back to Elmore. Elmore fakes, drives the basket, puts it in, and a foul.
Yeah, good move and finish that time by Katie Elmore. That time the Trojanettes got 2 offensive rebounds that led to this conversion.
Foul is going to be on Slagle, her second. Team's third of the third. Chance for an old-fashioned three-point play for Katie Elmore. Made one back in the first quarter, and she makes one in the third quarter. Barren County goes up 31-25 now with 43.5 seconds to go. Jordy Goodman coming back in the Glasgow lineup for Addie Slagle, who's been held scoreless tonight by the Trojanet defense. Green will walk it across the line. 38 seconds to play. Sends it right side over to Green. Green wants to drive. Whoa, boy. Just muscled her way against Atkinson, and Atkinson gets the rebound off the missed shot. Right side is Bird. In the corner, Elmore. Underneath, Geralds trying to turn with it. Throws it up. It's no good. It got partially blocked. Tipped out of bounds by Kirkpatrick. She doesn't believe it.
Yeah, I think if Katie Geralds had just caught it and used her left hand, that would have been a finish.
Bird, left baseline. Gets it in play to Geralds. Back to Bird. Sends it out top to Atkinson. 13 seconds left.
I was going to say, should go for one shot.
And now Elmore getting pressured by Green, and a foul on Green. That's going to be her third.
Yeah, it's a bad foul. Time Green was trying to put some defensive pressure, but that should be 2 shots. Not just a team fourth for Glasgow. Okay.
So Slagle comes back in to replace Green. And Bird out of the side, inbound, comes into Varney. Varney with a crossover, spin move, got out of control. I don't know if she tripped over her own foot or somebody else's foot, but she's going to be called for a charging foul.
That's probably her third, isn't it?
It is. So a player control foul with 3.6. Comes into Slagle. Slagle moves it down, throws up the runner from 3, and it's a short one, and it's the end of the third. Barren County 31, Glasgow 25. We'll come back with the final quarter of this one in 1 minute on 104.7 The Score.
Medical Detectives is part of the Project Lead the Way curriculum, a feeder to the biomed program at the high school. One of the things that I really enjoy about this class is that it does expose the students to a number of different medical careers and give them ideas that there are numerous potential career opportunities for somebody in the medical field.
I would definitely recommend the class for someone who has interest in medical sciences. And you'll learn a lot about the brain, vital signs, and just all around a lot about science.
Classes that we're offering here with Project Lead the Way, it allows them to have those real world problems where they're able to connect with each other, connect across soft skills that they're able to develop and work through those problems together. And so within our school, within our district, we provide lots of different opportunities for students to learn, to grow. And so that's what our goal here is at Barren County Middle School, is to empower students through our learning opportunities.
To 11 of the Lady Scotties. It's a 6-point lead for Barren, 31-25. Fourth quarter brought to you by South Central Bank. Small enough to know you, big enough to help. As Kirkpatrick sends it off Slagle. Going under with a reverse, puts it up. It is good.
That's a heck of a shot, too.
Her first 2 points tonight.
By the 5'3", 5'2", 8th grader. That's a tough right-hand reverse.
Glasgow still within range. It's 31-27 Barren County. Backdoor pass. Varney goes under and puts it in.
Yeah, nice back cut that time and good pass that time by Katie Elmore.
13 points for Varney. 33-27. Trojanettes lead it by 6. Green, right side, Kirkpatrick. Kirkpatrick making a move into the paint, and a foul.
If that's on Elmore, is that her fourth or third?
I got her for 3.
3, okay.
First foul of the fourth quarter. against the Trojanettes. Glasgow's basketball comes out to Austin, sends it to Green. Green dumps it back into Austin. Austin in a crowd. Bounces back to Kirkpatrick, fakes the three, drives, and is stolen away by Elmore. Elmore, and you extra step. Yep, she sure did. And that's a traveling violation, giving us right back to Glasgow. Ball comes into Slagle. 1 minute gone here in the fourth. Slagle sends it over to Green. Green trying to drive around. Bird goes under, has it blocked by Bird, but dropped it on the in-line.
That definitely looks like part of the strategy tonight for Glasgow is just to try to drive it hard against some of the Barren County players.
Comes out to Green. She's going to launch up a long three that's an air ball. Ball's tipped out. Varney grabs it. Varney, front court. Gets rid of it to Elmore. Elmore, left elbow, Atkinson. Now Atkinson hands it off to Bird. Had it smacked out of her hands for a moment. Got it back. Varney's going to fire up a three-point shot. It's no good. Rebound comes off to Hagan for Glasgow. 6:18 to play in the basketball game. 6-point lead for the Trojanettes, 33-27. Green driving, spinning, turning, putting it up, no good, and a foul.
To be honest with you, not a lot there, to be honest with you. It's just a kind of a clear out, and just the last 3 or 4 times, Glasgow just kind of stuck their head down and gone to the basket.
Yep. Timeout on the floor by the Trojanettes. Full timeout, as this timeout's brought to you by The People's Bank. The People's Bank, your local community bank working for you.
I will say the new bleachers up top, the burgundy bleachers, plus they're new, really, I think livens up this place. To be honest with you,
yeah,
it's an older facility, still the best gym in the region, but the new burgundy bleachers adds a little bit of, I think, just adds a little bit to the gym.
And the chairbacks are going to be replaced after graduation, I
Good,
understand.
yeah, because a lot of those have seen their better days as well.
I mean, the gym is, 45 years old?
Yep.
1978.
You can't build these like that anymore. State won't let you.
That's right.
They just won't let you do it.
Yeah. And then with the removal of the weight room up to our left, and they put in new bleachers up there. So adds a little more capacity to the gym. All right, Jakile Green at the line. She's 3 for 4, and she makes that one.
Both teams have shot it well from the free throw line.
Barren County is 7 of 7. Glasgow has hit 8 of 9, 9 of 10 here in the second half. They were 5 of 6 in the first half.
A little full court pressure for the first time by Glasgow.
Ball comes into Bird, gets rid of it to Strange. Strange gives it back to Varney. Varney gets it across the line now. Varney leaves it in the corner. Bird drives, goes under, throws up the shot too strong against the window. Back up for Atkinson, and she puts it in. 35-29. Barren County 5:48 still to play in this one. As Slagle calls the play out front. Sends it over to Austin. Now Austin leaves it back with Green, right side of the key. Fires up a three-point shot. It's off the right and taken by Varney. Ahead up to Elmore, and a collision here. And it's going to be, there was some contact with Kirkpatrick, but the ball out of bounds off Kirkpatrick.
Yeah, that has to be something. It's either a charge or a block.
So Bird right side of the basket will toss it in. Looking for Varney, can't find her. Sends it out to Strange from 14. It's off the mark. Rebound to Varney. Varney turns, spins back to the right, puts it up. It's going to count, and a foul.
Abby Varney has made her day tonight so far, or made her night tonight, I guess, off offensive rebounds and finishes.
And the free throw is up and good for Abby Varney.
And offensive rebounding is generally just flat effort. So largest lead of the night so far for the Trojanettes at 9.
Barney now with 16 points in the basketball game. Here's Green from the free throw line. She nails it. And timeout by Glasgow at 5:06 to play. 38-31. Trojanettes leading the Lady Scotties. And following this game, they'll be having the Athletic Hall of Fame inductions coming up. We'll carry that on the air as well. And then we'll talk with Coach Piper Lindsay following the inductions. Then at halftime of the boys' game, Donnie Owens, one of the Hall of Famers, will be here to talk with us at halftime of the boys' contest. How many people you think we got in the gym tonight, John? Of course, I can't see back behind us here to see how many's in the upper level back there. But
it's over 2,000, wouldn't you say?
I would think so. Let's see, I believe the gym now seats, 4,200?
Yeah, it's over half full for sure.
4,500, something like that. Kind of a district tournament atmosphere in some ways.
It's the best crowd of the year, obviously. Yeah. It always is, but still, nice crowd.
Full court pressure by Glasgow. Comes into McFall, and she's trapped. Needs some help. And whistle. A traveling violation on McFall. They just brought her in the ball game. Addison McFall, a 5'4" sophomore.
Yeah, it's tough. You're just coming into the game, and you get trapped when you first catch the ball.
Now Kirkpatrick gets it out to Green. Green trying to penetrate and goes over to Slagle. Slagle leaves it with Austin. Ball gets knocked loose, and Elmore's got it on the run. Taking it to the basket, gets cut off, and throws a bad pass out there. Glasgow comes up with the ball and almost lost it again. Here's Green driving, bounce pass to Slagle, and she's going to be fouled by Atkinson.
Yeah, it was a good 2-on-1 fast break that time by Glasgow. Good pass that time by Green.
That's 4 fouls on Ashley Atkinson.
To Slagle.
Slagle, 39.5% foul shooter. That's what they've got it listed on the stat sheet. Puts it up, and it is no good.
Yeah, she's shooting 39%. That's mainly mental because she's a better shooter than that.
Only held to 1 field goal here in the fourth quarter. One more for Slagle, 8th grader. Puts it up, and that one is in. 38-32, 4:36. Pressure is on by the Lady Scotties. McFall off to Varney. 2-on-1 break, bounce pass underneath. Elmore tries to go up, and she's fouled by Green.
Same as the other end. That time it was a good pass that time by Abby Varney on the 2-on-1 fast break.
4 fouls on Jakiley Green. That's 2 on the Lady Scotties here in the fourth quarter. Katie Elmore at the line. First one is up, and it is going to drop off. She was 2 for 2 on the night before that miss. 19 of 29 on the season coming into the game. So one more for Katie Elmore. It's in the air. It's good. Gives her 9 points. 39-32. Largest lead has been 9. 4.5 minutes to play. Behind the back dribble. Slagle on the run. Put it up. No good. Rebound Shelby Bird. Bird pushing it down the floor. Bird leaves it off with Elmore. Going to get a foul on the Lady Scotties. This will be on Austin. Her second, team's third of the fourth quarter.
Yeah, that time Barren had an advantage, but never got it organized to have a good 2-on-1 that time.
Elmore gets it in play to Gerald's. Bounce it back down low. Elmore posted up, trying to put it up. No. Could have been a foul there, but I don't think. Not sure if it got blocked or what there, or she just lost it out of her hands. Here's Austin, feeds it down low, and put up and in by Strode.
That was a really good seal that time by Strode. Got Gerald's up on her hip that time, and it was a good post feed by Glasgow.
39-34. 3:48 to play.
Glasgow will not go away.
Nope. Fakes one way, goes the other, but Gerald's gets cut off down low and then throws it back out. Varney had to go chase it down. Varney, top of the key. Bird, right wing. Holds it high above her head. Now puts down the dribble. Bird, crossover. McFall fires up a three. In and out. Rebound Varney. Splits defenders. Puts it up. It is going to count and a foul.
Another offensive rebound by Varney. And I think the Glasgow side may want it over the back, but offensive rebound and an opportunity for an old-fashioned three-point play.
Fouls on Slagle, her third. Varney, free throw is up, and it is going to come off. Gerald claims the rebound as she chased it down to the corner. And timeout by Coach Piper Lindsay. This will be a 30. Check out 104 The Score's James Brown for photos, interviews, and more from tonight's Barren County sports action on 104thescore.com and the 104 The Score Facebook page.
Probably the biggest difference in this game is offensive rebounds. Neither team shooting very good except for the free throw line. Both teams are shooting it quite well from the free throw line, so the difference really just comes down to rebounding. I don't know what the rebounding advantage, but I'm guessing it's double digits right now for Barren County because a lot of their points have come off offensive rebounds.
Yeah.
I'm pretty confident that Varney's working on a double-double. She definitely has it in points. I'm guessing she's close, if not over, in rebounds.
She got 18 points.
18 of the 41.
Final score from the All-A 4th Region Girls Championship. Cumberland County 47, Metcalfe County 46.
You got that? That would have surprised me before the year.
Yeah.
But it doesn't really surprise me right now.
No.
Metcalfe has not played great this year.
Varney down low the baseline, out to Bird for a three. It's no good. And the rebound is chased down by Goodman. Ball gets knocked away, and McFall comes up with it. They dump it back off to Gerald's.
I think just got away
with a double dribble. There's Bird with it on the right wing. Out top it goes to Elmore. Thought about the three. That dribbles to the right side. Varney thought about the three. Drives into the lane. Goes up with a shot and puts it in.
Yeah, she's just taking over the game. I do think we got away with the double dribble for sure.
Yep. Back up to 9. That matches the largest lead of the basketball game. 43-34. Ball gets knocked away by Varney. But chased down by Austin. Here's Slagle with it out front. Goes back to Austin on the right wing. Now wants to drive against Bird. Spins back left. Goes into a double team. Needs help. Bounces it back out to Goodman. 2:20 to play in the basketball game. Here's a pass down into Strode. She puts it up. It is good.
A nice catch and finish by Strode.
Yeah.
She's got pretty good hands.
She does. That's 6 points for her coming off the bench tonight. 5'10 freshman. Just going down the list. Slagle's an 8th grader. Green's a freshman. Kirkpatrick's a freshman. Goodman, Hagan, Strode, all freshmen.
Yep. I mean, they've got some potential, I would say, to be really good down the road because they obviously got some guards, but Strode is she's really impressed me this second half.
And we talked about in the pregame, they only lost to Logan County by 3, Greenwood by 8. They only lost to Bowling Green by 7. Hart by 9. So they've been in several games. Franklin Simpson's been the biggest blowout other than Greene County.
Yeah, they've blown everybody out.
Yeah. They're the real deal right now.
Well, I thought before the game, I said that. I wasn't just, making that up. I thought the game could be competitive because Glasgow has been competitive and they've scored better. But so far, Barron's up 7, 2:14 left in the game, and Abby Varney has had a big, in particular, big second half.
Abby Varney with 11 of her 20 points here in the second half, 9 in this quarter. 43-36. Varney leaves it off with Elmore. Out top, McFall swings it to Gerald's in the corner to Bird. Bird back out to Gerald's. Sends it out to Elmore. Got Slagle all over her. Giving it left side over to Varney. Down to minute 55 to play. Leaves it with Elmore. Circles out with it. Getting some pressure. Back over the right side. It goes to Varney. Varney sends it to Gerald. Swings it left to Elmore. Elmore looking for Varney. In the corner. Bird throws it back out to McFall. Sends it over to Gerald's. A minute 36 to play.
Yeah, Barron should be in no hurry.
Comes out to Bird. Bird driving. Throwing it up on the run. And it spins off the rim and a foul on the Lady Scotties. And they're going to put this one on Kirkpatrick. Her third, team's fifth of the fourth quarter. But it's a shooting foul for Shelby Bird. Knocked down a couple back in the first quarter. First of two off the front of the rim. She'll have one more. And Ashley Atkinson, who had 4 fouls, comes back in the ball game. Strode comes in for Hagan for Glasgow with 1:30 to play. And now Taylor Strange will come in for Katie Geralds. And Shelby Bird back to the line for one more shot. Bird puts it in the air, and it's good. Lead is 8, 44-36, 1:28 to play here in the basketball game. Slagle dumps it in the high post there to Strode, trying to twisting, turning move, and may have got the shot blocked on her there. Here's Atkinson. Up to Bird, across it goes to Elmore. Elmore sends it over to Varney. Coming down to 1 minute to play. And Varney gets fouled by Slagle, and that is her fourth.
And that puts Barren in the bonus.
Abby Varney, 2 of 3 from the foul line. Again, 11 points in the second half, 20 for the ball game, 9 in this quarter. Free throw is up, and it's good. Matches the largest lead once again at 9, 45-36. Varney with 21. Second throw. Got it. 10-point lead, largest of the night for the Trojanettes. 46-36. 58 seconds to play. Right side it goes to Goodman. Launches a three. It's an air ball. Elmore will let it go out of bounds. Trojanettes will get it with 53.5.
Barren has a run out if they want it.
Yep. Atkinson looking, still looking. And that's a timeout by Coach Piper Lindsay. 30-second timeout, 53.5 seconds to play. Barren County leading 46-36 over the Glasgow Lady Scotties. This timeout brought to you by The People's Bank. The People's Bank has a new location in Cave City. The Athletic Hall of Fame induction ceremony will come up in between games. And we'll have that on the air for you. Following that, we'll have Coach Piper Lindsay with coach's comments. Then we'll get set for pregame coverage of the Trojans and Scotties in Game 2 of our doubleheader. Barren County's basketball. Atkinson to put it in play. Comes into Varney. She turns up court. Varney being chased down the left side. In the corner is Bird. Bird is in a trap now. Gets rid of the basketball to Atkinson. Atkinson looking. Hands it back off to Varney. 42 seconds to play.
Yeah, Glasgow has to foul.
Varney. Pass deflected. Trying to throw it with the top. Grabbed it back though. Whistle. A foul on Goodman.
Probably about 10 seconds too late. I think Coach Kirkpatrick wanted a foul, and once you couldn't get the steal in the backcourt, you got a foul. I think it doesn't really matter right now. I think the game's practically over.
Varney, first of two, good. 23 on the night for Abby Varney.
That's about half.
Yeah. About half the points, 47-36.
And it will be half if she makes this one.
And it's on the way, and it's off the front of the rim. The ball out of bounds. It goes back to Barren as two Lady Scotties battled for it. 31 seconds to play. Barren County 47, Glasgow 36. Bird to toss it in. Comes out to Atkinson. Atkinson on the dribble. Hands it off to Elmore. Elmore takes it left side, reverses back right. Throws it back out front to Atkinson. That turns, gives it over to Bird. 20 seconds left. In the corner, Taylor Strange lobs it back out to Varney. 14 seconds to play. Glasgow's not going to foul now. Here's Elmore. Down to 10. And Elmore dumps it off Varney. Feeds it underneath the Strange. She kicks it back out to Varney. She'll just hold it. And that'll be the ball game. Trojanettes win it 47-36 over the Glasgow Lady Scotties. As Barren County improves to 11-4 on the season, 3-1 in district play, and Glasgow drops to 3-15 on the year, 0-3 in district play. We'll come back with more coverage of the Trojanettes win tonight over Glasgow after this break on 104.7 The Score.
Here at the business department, we offer 5 different career pathways: accounting, admin support, entrepreneurship, management, and marketing. We're also adding travel and tourism to our department also.
Name one career field that doesn't use business skills. You can't, because business skills translate across all careers.
Well, the FBLA and the business pathways are so much fun, and the teachers are amazing. Miss Wright, Miss Rush, and Miss Childress are like my moms at school, and they're awesome. I personally love the marketing pathway, and that's the pathway that I have completed. And so it's a lot of fun, and you get to do co-op your senior year if you've completed the pathway. My co-op is amazing, and I love it here. But the business pathway just has allowed me so many new opportunities to meet new friends. My best friends are in the business pathway, and I met them when I was freshman. And we have just completed this pathway together and had so much fun.
I'm super proud of what we've been able to build in the last few years in our program. Our goal has always been to set students up for success. But what this does is, I think it is a game changer, because it creates that next step of connections for students to what we're doing in the curriculum, and allows them to really see hands-on what nobody else gets to see.
I've absolutely loved the past 4 years being in biomed. I have got so many wonderful opportunities, and has prepared me so much for my future.
I really feel like our rigorous curriculum really prepares them for med school, physical therapy school, pretty much any graduate medical degree. Our table is a great asset. It's really just a really good supplement to help their learning.
Barren County High School is very fortunate to offer multiple career pathways. The biomedical pathway is just one of those, but our focus is always to have students hands-on experience that prepare them directly for the career that they're going to have when they graduate.
It's not about having kids know content knowledge, like, hey, I memorized this order of things, or I know that. It's actually basically like a knowledge acquisition process. Do I know how to get knowledge? Do I know how to research? What's my question? How do I know when I've learned this? How do I know when I'm ready to go to the next thing? So for them in the STEAM process, what we look at is, what's our question first? What are we trying to accomplish? What's our goal when it's all said and done? I try to have models for the kids. We discuss things. We look at examples from the real world, and ultimately in the end, they have to figure out the engineering process for themselves. I'll provide them with materials. I'll provide them with instruction, even some direction, but ultimately in the end, they have to build these things, and that's the kind of real world stuff they're going to have to work through. That stuff will take them far beyond what they learn here. It's all about trying things, taking risk, and then applying what you've learned in a classroom to what you do in life, and then being able to develop techniques that you can use outside these walls.
2004 graduate of Barren County High School, Patrika is one of the most accomplished athletes in school history. She is one of the all-time great Trojanette basketball players, and at the time of her graduation was the all-time leading scorer with 2,049 points. She was a member of the 2004 4th Region Championship team that finished the season with a 26-6 record and state quarterfinalist. Patrika was first team All-State in 2004, 4th Region Player of the Year, and a member of the Kentucky-Indiana All-Star team. Patrika was also a standout softball and volleyball player, and was a key member of the Trojanettes' 2004 Volleyball Regional Championship team. After graduation, Patrika continued her athletic and academic career at the University of Louisville. There, Patrika played 4 years for the very successful women's basketball team and was a 2-year starter. She used her 5th year of eligibility to play softball for the Cardinals. After college, Patrika continues to live in Louisville. Let's give Patrika a big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. The next inductee is Danny Honeycutt, presented by Bob Blair. Danny Honeycutt is a 1972 graduate of Heistville High School who excelled in multiple sports during his playing days. He received numerous awards as a basketball, football, and track and field athlete. Danny was introduced to track and field at an early age by Tony Smith, who was an older athlete at Heistville. He encouraged him and taught him about low and high hurdles. Danny earned 5 total medals in the state track and field meet in 1972. That included 2 first-place finishes and 1 third-place finish in the high hurdles and 2 second-place finishes in the low hurdles. The Honeycutts are a 3-generation track and field family, starting with Danny, his daughter Regina, and granddaughter Caroline Murphy. Danny chose a career in farming as soon as he graduated from high school and also married his high school sweetheart, Becky Church. Let's give Danny a big round of applause. Our next inductee is Jimmy Mannion, presented by Bobby Steenbergen. A 1957 graduate of Temple Hill High School, Jimmy Mannion has spent most of his life playing and coaching sports. He was an outstanding track and field competitor at Temple Hill High School from 1955 to 1957. He also played football and basketball. He later attended Campbellsville University and graduated in 1962. He coached a variety of sports at Barren County High School, Cub Run High School, Heistville High School, Austin Tracy High School, Glasgow, Temple Hill High School, and middle school. He was the 1966 8-man football coach of the year at Austin Tracy High School. He finished his career at Eastern Elementary as a PE teacher, retiring in 1994. Jimmy Mannion has had a positive impact on many athletes he coached and influenced over the years as a coach in the Barren County school system. He and his wife Carol reside here in Glasgow. Let's give Jimmy a big hand, ladies and gentlemen. Our next inductee is Donnie Owens, presented by Bud Terry. Donnie Owens was a standout athlete from Etoll, who is a 1971 graduate of Temple Hill High School, who excelled in basketball and baseball. After an outstanding high school career that saw Donnie average 27 points per game as a senior and received numerous awards, he continued his basketball and baseball career at Florida College. There he was a 2-year starter at point guard and a 2-year starter on the baseball team. He was selected as one of America's outstanding college athletes for 1972 and later inducted into the Florida College Hall of Fame. Donnie continued his basketball career at East Carolina University, where he was a 2-year starter and was all-conference honorable mention selection. After his playing career, Donnie has had a long and successful career as a coach, teacher, and administrator at various colleges and school systems, including both Barren County schools and Glasgow schools. Let's give Donnie a big round of applause. Our next inductee is the 1962 Park City State Champion football team, presented by Jamie Bird. The 1962 Park City football team helped put athletics in Barren County on the map by winning the 8-man state football championship. The Bears defeated Perryville to bring home the state championship trophy to Park City. This was the first state championship in the school's history, and it brought great pride to the community. The Bears were under the expert leadership of head coach Aaron Turner, who was chosen as Coach of the Year. Team members include Tony Brown, Glenn Farrer, Mike Bell, Odell Wilson, Ellis Dennison, Danny Dean, Eugene Hampton, James Basil, David Wood, Blake Neville, Leroy Parker, Dean Ewing, Harvey Davis, Leroy Ray, Lonnie Brewster, Harold Baldock, Bernard Lawrence, Daryl Buckingham, Gary Gillen, Roger Bowles, Sam Gray, Dale Mitchell, Eddie Farah, Vernon McDaniel, Greg Ritter, John Young, Ronnie Wooten, Greg Bell, Barry Landrum, Eddie Green, Kenny Alexander, Joe Gray, John Woodward, David Lyons, Clinton Brooks, Billy Bishop, John Beluski, Ronnie Taylor, Roger Smith, Perry Brown, Coach Al Ellison, and head coach Aaron Turner. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give this 1962 football team a big round of applause. Ladies and gentlemen, that concludes.
Coach Piper Lindsay joins me now. Coach's comments brought to you by McDonald's. Coach, I know we played Glasgow last year in the district championship game, only winning by 8 points. It was a low-scoring game. A little different tonight, even though you had most of your players back. They lost some players from last year. We still win by 11, but not the best performance, you would say, but still a district win for you.
Yeah, we found a way to dig it out. We found a way to win. I know it kind of was a flashback to just remembering how we just couldn't score it against during the district tournament, and same kind of concept, that first quarter, just like we play defense, play defense, and then the ball kind of just gets thrown to them and they hit an easy shot. But regardless, we found a way, and, we in the locker room, we really don't shoot that badly, I promise. We really don't. But the thing about it is you can't continue to get discouraged. You just got to let it go. You got to play the next play, and I think that's one thing that we've had to learn these last few games is just keep playing, keep fighting, keep battling. You can't default our effort. It's not like we're trying to miss shots. It's not like we're trying to let them score. I just think we just got to continue to get better.
You were 17 of 55 from the field tonight is what John had you shooting from the field. And, of course, 0 for 9 from behind the arc, 17 of 46 on twos. There was a lot of shots that were wide open, right underneath the basket. They just would not go in.
Yeah, I mean, the first couple plays that we drew up or that we called, I mean, it was wide open looks at the rim. And, you just got to stay focused. We work on that shot. We work on that day in and day out. I don't know if it's the atmosphere. I don't know what it is. But regardless, like I said, you got to play the next play. You got to forget about it. I thought first half we held them to, 13 points? I thought we were fine. Third quarter kind of messed us up a little bit. They scored a little bit more than what we had anticipated. We just weren't guarding them like we should have. I mean, we were getting up straight line drives, and we finally adjusted that in the fourth quarter, and we got some stops. And again, we tried to attack the rim, and finally we got to the free throw quite a few times.
Well, I know some of their losses have been rather close. They only lost to Bowling Green by 7.
Yeah, they're not a bad team. They play well together, and they can shoot it. They can drive it. They can handle the ball. They're good guards, So honestly, they're not a bad team. Like you said, yeah, they've only got 3 wins, but of their 14 losses, they're close.
That's right.
I mean, so you can't overlook any team like that.
Yeah. Well, you're 11-4. You're 3-1 in the district, and you go down to Bowling Green on Tuesday night to face the Lady Purples, who, like I said, just beat Glasgow by 7 this year.
Yeah, and they've got some good shooters. They're Campbell girls back, and Smiley, that she can play. They got a good point guard. They're going to try to pressure us. Franklin's good. We've definitely got to be ready to play regardless. Yep. And, I think teams that try to slow us down like they did tonight, we struggle against. I feel like we tried to pick it up a little bit. Bowling Green's going to be a team that's going to want to get up and down, so kind of the style we want to play. So anxious to see that. It's still going to be a test for us. We're excited to see how we match up against them.
It seems like we only have 2 more home games this year, or in January. It's Russellville and Greenwood. And the rest of the time we're on the road, like Bowling Green Tuesday night, go to Allen next Friday night. Another district game.
Yeah, you're right. But again, regardless, we gotta just get better. We've got to focus on us. We've kind of taken our mindset off of who we're playing so much and worrying about us, because we've got to figure things out. Practices have been really, really good, and now we just got, of course, you don't win games in practice, but we've got to carry it over, and I think, we're going to come together at the right time. We believe that.
Of course, Abby Varney, 23 points tonight.
Yeah, she was solid, and, I think Elmo was doing a good job of attacking the rim as well, and that's kind of what we need her to do, get to the rim. If she can beat her man, which she can most of the time, get to the rim, and, we got to continue to work on sharing the basketball, and heck, there's no telling how many points Abby would have had if she made a couple of those around the rim. That's everybody. Everybody missed them. KG missed some. Taylor missed some. Shelby missed some. We're not going to shoot like that consistently, I promise.
Well, Coach, congratulations. That's 15 in a row against the Lady Scotties.
All right, okay,
and, we will try to go for win number 12 at Bowling Green on Tuesday night.
All right, yeah, that's the plan.
All right, Coach, thank you.
All right, thanks.
Coach Piper Lindsay, the Trojanettes, winning over the Glasgow Lady Scotties 47-36. The final score here tonight as we continue our CPC Commodities postgame report. CPC Commodities, proven on our farm and made for yours. Again, Coach's comments brought to you by McDonald's. Enjoy a meal tonight at Glasgow's McDonald's on Smith Road. Barren County actually trailed the ball game 5-0 to start, then came back and took a 7-6 lead at the end of the first quarter. And then went ahead by 7 at halftime. It was 20-13. Only led by 6 after 3. And they outscored the Lady Scotties 16-11 in the final quarter to win it by 11, which was the biggest margin of the basketball game. For Glasgow tonight, they had 9 field goals. 3 in the first half, 6 in the second half. And they were led in scoring by Jakile Green, who had 12 points. They were 15 of 18 from the foul line. Jakile Green with 12 points. She had 3 baskets, one of those a 3-point shot. She was 5 of 6 from the charity stripe. Cynthia Austin had 7, 1 field goal, 5 of 6 from the foul line. A couple of threes from Kayla Kirkpatrick tonight for her 6 points. 6 points coming from Riley Strode off the bench. She had a couple of baskets and 2 of 2 from the foul line. 3 points for Addie Slagle, and she had a field goal, 1 of 2 from the foul line there in the fourth quarter, and 2 points for Carly Hagan, who had 2 of 2 from the foul line. For the Trojanettes tonight, 16 field goals, 8 in each half. I'll take that. They had 17 field goals. I missed one somewhere. Had 9 field goals in the second half. 13 of 17 from the foul line. Abby Varney, 23 of Barren County's 47 points. She had 9 in the first half, 14 in the second half. And let's see, 10, 14. She had 12 of those 14 second half points came in the fourth quarter. So 23 for Varney. Katie Elmore had 9. She had 3 baskets and 3 of 4 from the foul line. 2 points for Katie Geralds, also 2 for Taylor Strange. A couple of field goals for Ann Ashley Atkinson for 4 points. Shelby Bird had 3 points in the ball game on 3 of 4 from the foul line. Hannah Bragg had 4 off the bench, a field goal and 2 of 2 from the foul line. And John, I mentioned to Coach Lindsay there of what the Trojanettes shot for the ball game, and was 17 of 46 on 2s, 0 for 9 on 3s.
Yeah, and the good news is they managed to win. You know that they did get the win, but it was a struggle. It's hard to win in today's game if you don't make any threes. It's very difficult. The game has changed so much. Went 0 for 9, and the 17 for 46. A lot of that was the first half where, to be quite honest with you, I don't know how many layups. I'm not necessarily wide open layups, but 2 3-footers that both teams missed, and it was a struggle. It was almost like going to the dentist there for a while. But Abby Varney, I thought had a really a big time second half. I almost can promise you we don't keep rebounds. I don't keep rebounds. She had a double-double. I thought she was fantastic the second half, and also thought that Katie Elmore played. She was steady for much of the game. I thought she had a good game, and off the bench, I did think that Hannah Bragg gave Barren some nice minutes tonight. But you know, Barren definitely. You know, it's hard to overcome when you lost a 4 or 5 year starter at point guard position, Katie Murphy. It affects you offensively and defensively and so forth, and Barren has a hard time creating some tempo sometimes defensively just because they don't have a ton of speed out there. But it is a win, and they needed that win, to be honest with you. Didn't want to lose tonight. Give Glasgow credit. They are improving almost every day, and a team that starts an 8th grader, 3 freshmen, and a junior are going to get better. But good overall. You know, not the greatest game that I've seen, and I think Piper would back that up. But a much-needed win for Barren.
Yeah. And we got to name our MVP of the game. Brought to you by Edward Jones Financial Advisor Jamie Harris.
Well, I think it's got to be Abby Varney. She had half the points, and she had a double-double. You know, as I mentioned, I did think Katie Elmore played well, and particularly the first half, kind of kept Barren around. But I thought you got to give it to Abby Varney. 23 points and double-digit rebounds.
Right. So that concludes the girls' portion of our broadcast. Trojans and the Scotties are coming up next here from Bobby Steenbergen Court. And our pregame coverage brought to you by Don Franklin Glasgow. Coming up next on 104 The Score.
For me, favorite thing to teach is just anything coding. I guess if I'm picking something specific, it would be JavaScript. That's just my first programming language that I learned, and it's just, I don't know, I feel like there's so many fun things that we can do with that. For outcomes, just seeing any students like continue in the field, even students prior that I've seen like go on to working in different software development jobs, and I even get to like bring them back in after and be guest speakers to my other students is just so, I feel like such an awesome thing to get to have and get to see.
It's definitely not what you think it is. There's a lot of different people. You meet a lot of different people with a lot of different perspectives. It's really a community, and you're kind of there to just help each other.
Just this career, like pathway in general, not just like the pathway here, but just this career, I feel like can be a great opportunity. The flexibility that comes with it, and obviously the pay. That's just something that's great for anyone that's interested in it.
I really like the hands-on aspect because I have several students, particularly this year, being that we do have such large gaps from our COVID time, that are having some trouble with reading. They struggle to do that. So when we do the hands-on and they're able to see the models and to watch me do it, that is taken completely out of the equation, and it gives them the confidence to really shine and do all these smaller tasks.
building that foundation of how students can use science, technology, engineering, arts, and math, making those connections with the classroom teachers and what they're doing in their classrooms as well. And sometimes they don't have the time to do those project-based type things. In our STEAM lab, they're able to do that. And then also with our Project Lead the Way, students are really thinking about how to build and solve real-world problems, presented with scenarios, and then they have to problem solve and come up with solutions as a team. And so we're really excited about laying that foundation here at Temple Hill this year.
Our second game of the night, Coach Warren Cunningham's Barren County Trojans are 10-4 on the season and undefeated in District 15 at 3-0. While the Scotties are 5-8 overall and 1-1 in the district, Barren County has wins over Warren East twice, 72-50 and 60-55, and Allen County Scottsville 66-38. Glasgow under second-year head coach William Buford has a win over Allen County Scottsville 42-33 last Friday night, and a loss to Warren East 84-57. It's the Trojans' first home game in almost a month when they defeated Edmonson County here in the Barren Hoops Classic back on December the 16th by a score of 63-60. The Trojans lost to Warren Central 66-47 on Tuesday night, shooting a poor 4 of 25 from three-point range. Tate Spillman was the only player in double figures with 18. The Dragons with their top player returning along with 2 Bowling Green transfers, one who just became eligible, dominated the game. Glasgow has been off since last Saturday when they lost a narrow 67-64 decision to Ohio County down at the German American Bank Classic at Bowling Green. John Carter Walbert led 4 Scotties in double figures with 17 points. The Scotties have 5 wins over Logan County by 27, Greenwood by 8. They beat a good Adair County team by 10, Hart County by 11, and Allen County Scottsville 42-33. 8 losses to Warren East. 8 losses to Warren East twice by 10 of the Kentucky 2A sectional, and also that 84-57 loss in the district game. They lost to Bowling Green by 22, South Warren by 9, Davies County by 29, Portland, Tennessee by 12, Franklin Simpson by 11, and Ohio County by 3. Glasgow lost 3 starters last season, and Clay Pippin, 12 points a game. UK football commit Rico Crowder, who left at Christmas to join the Wildcats, along with Javon Clark. And Barren County has won 9 in a row over Glasgow, with the Scotties' last win on January 3rd, 2020. Barren County won both games last year, 56-39 and 60-51. The Scotties haven't been above 500 since 2019 when they won the 15th district and went 21-11 under James Willett. Glasgow is ranked 11th this week in Region 4, with the Trojans ranked 3rd behind Bowling Green and Warren Central, and are favored by 11 points. And I guess the question is, John, can the Trojans make it 10 wins in a row tonight over the Scotties?
Well, we'll see. I think it's a very, very even game. Again, like I said with the girls' game, I think Glasgow's record is a little deceiving. They're 5-8, but they've kind of played up or down to their competition. Mm-hmm. Beating Adair County, and I was at that game. I got a friend of mine that's whose son plays for Adair. That was Adair's first loss, and Adair, last I checked, was rated in the top 25 in the state. Yeah. And Glasgow led that game wire to wire. They also played really well against Bowling Green and before Bowling Green pulled away. So Glasgow's kind of been up but down a little bit. They beat a good Hart County team as well. So I think this game should be a fantastic, highly competitive, like most Glasgow Barren County games. But it should be. I think this game should be close and probably will go down to the wire.
Well, we're going to come back, take a look at the starting lineups of tonight's game. Barren County and Glasgow here in the District 15 doubleheader. The Trojanettes winning earlier 47-36. And this is the Don Franklin Glasgow countdown to tip-off on 104.7 The Score. Glasgow averages 60.5 points a game, and they give up 65 to their opponents. They shoot 44.5% from the field. They've made 71 three-point shots, and that's a shooting percentage of 35.3%. So they make about 5.5 threes a game.
That's good shooting.
Yep. 71% from the foul line as a team. That's pretty good, too. And 24 rebounds. Trojans are averaging 63.7 points a game, outscoring their opponents by an average of 10, 53.4. They shoot 42.6% from the field. They've made 135 three-point shots on the season. 33% from behind the arc, an average of 10 per game.
One of the state leaders in a number of made per game is Barren County.
That's right. 69% from the foul line and 28.2 rebounds a game. Looking at the starting lineup of tonight's game. And the starting lineups are brought to you by SCRTC Total Communications. Glasgow Scotties 5-8, 1-1 in district play. Their head coach is William Buford. The assistant coaches are Brandon Stockton, Tucker Kirkpatrick, and Matt Sexton. They'll start John Carter Walbert, number 0, a 5'11 senior, averaging 14.8 points and 4.6 rebounds a game. Walbert is the only Scotty that averages in double figures, but they have a couple of other players just under double figures. Jarek Martin, number 13, a 6'4 sophomore, 9.5 points, 6.5 boards a game. Jeremiah Driver, number 15, a 6'2 junior, averages 9 points a game. JoJo Driver, number 10, a 5'8 junior, 7.4 points. And the other starter slated to be in the lineup tonight is Kanan Allen, number 2, a 5'8 sophomore. Apparently one of their main starters, Quinn Nunley, is out under illness tonight, 6.2 points a game, so he will not play. So probably be Allen in the starting lineup for the Scotties tonight. Warren Cunningham in his 16th season as head coach of the Barren County Trojans. 10-4 on the season, 3-0 in district play. His assistant coaching staff, Matt Gardner, Jared Browning, and Gavin Withrow. Number 5, Tate Spillman, a 6-foot junior, 16.1 points a game. Bray Bewley, number 3, a 6-foot junior, 9.8 points, 4.7 rebounds. Waylon Clemens back in the starting lineup tonight, number 33, a 6-foot junior, averages 4.8 points a game. Mason Bunch, number 4, a 6'4 senior, 7.4 points and 4 rebounds. And Graham Hall, number 10, a 6'5 senior, 7.4 points and 6.2 boards a game. And coming off the bench, we'll have William Compton, who has made 41 three-point shots on the season, 6'3 senior. He's actually the second leading scorer in the team, averaging 10.4 points a game. He run down the list. Tate Spillman has made 33 from behind the arc. Bray Bewley, 24. As we mentioned, Compton, 41, and Mason Bunch has hit 19.
I can't remember the last time that I've seen any team, much less Barren, have such a complete change of style. Style of play is just a remarkable change, and you have to give Warren and the staff and players a lot of credit, because oftentimes as coaches you get comfortable with the system that you run. It just, whatever. But in high school, sometimes to take advantage of your personnel, sometimes you have to change what you're doing. And this was a drastic change by Coach Cunningham, and it is so fun and enjoyable to watch. I don't know if they'll win tonight or lose, but I do know this team has been very, very fun. To me, the most enjoyable team that I can remember watching in a long time. They share the ball. They have really no egos, and of course, you know me, I love shooters, and they've got a ton of shooters.
Before we get this game started, about a minute away, you're listening and watching our broadcast, 12:30 a.m., 104.7 FM. The Score, WCDS Glasgow, online at 104thescore.com and BC Live. The officials, same three we had the girls' game: Jamie and Bailey, John McMillan, and Davis Taylor. The officials sponsored by Monticello Banking Company. NBC is a proud supporter of Barren County basketball. And we'll get set for the Farmers RACC Jackie Browning Memorial opening tip-off. We had the Barren County Athletic Hall of Fame inductions in between games, and you had a chance, John, to present the award to one of your former players, Patrika Barlow.
Yeah, that was nice. I haven't seen Patrica. It's probably been a year or two since I've seen Patrica. She looks great. Looks like to me she could go out and get 30 right now. You know, her mother was there, her aunt was there, and yeah, they're good people. And she's doing really well. Works in Louisville and still plays in summer a lot of traveling softball at a real high level. I mean, we're not talking about just playing around town. I mean, plays all over the country, and she was instrumental in getting my second regional title, and not really my team in 2004.
Right.
Her and Haley. I saw Haley Edmonds. She was one of the post players on that team, and Lindsey Williams, and of course Piper, and the freshmen on that team later won it as seniors in 07. Bethany Spillman and TJ and all that. That was a great team.
Yeah.
Beat Clinton County in the finals of the region.
That's right.
And then won our first game against Muhlenberg in the state tournament. Which
it was Muhlenberg North then.
That's right. Right. Which Patrica got the steal and finished to put us up.
Yeah. Remember that quite well. A lot of fun times.
Yeah, it's hard work, and there's a lot of tough times that go with it. But boy, the rewards are tremendous as well.
Glasgow in blue uniforms. They have Columbia blue numbers outlined in white. G-Town across in front of their jerseys. They're to our right. Barren County to our left of their home white. Burgundy numbers and letters outlined in gold. And a nice crowd here on this Friday night for this district doubleheader. And speaking of the Hall of Fame, we'll have Donnie Owens coming on at halftime with us. 71 graduate of Temple Hill High School.
He was a bulldog.
He was.
A lot of good athletes have come out of football and basketball have come out of Temple Hill.
Yep. Temple Hill, Park City, Austin Tracy, Highsville. Danny Honeycutt from Highsville was inducted into the Hall of Fame. And the 62 football state champions from Park City.
That's pretty cool right there.
Wow, it's been 62 years ago.
That would be about, 61 years?
Well, yeah, it'd be 61 when you count fall of 62.
Yeah.
So a lot of those guys there were a lot of them here.
Yeah, they're in their 70s.
Yep. Jimmy Mannion.
I saw Coach Mannion.
Jimmy Mannion was here tonight. 57 graduate of Temple Hill.
Wow.
Trojans out of the court, ready to go. Now here come the Scotties. Barren County moving left to right. Glasgow right to left. Graham Hall in the jump circle for the Trojans. And it's Jarek Martin for Glasgow as the toss to the tap controlled. And on the run with it. Scotties wanted to take off with it, but had a couple of guys bump together there. Forced him to have to bring it back outside. Here's JoJo Driver. Handed it off to Walbert. Walbert working to the left side, reversing back right off of the screen. Drives, pull up, right elbow jumper. Good for Walbert.
That's what Walbert does well. He's got a really nice pull-up game. That's a nice jumper.
So Glasgow on the board first. It's 2-0. We played 30 seconds of the contest. Spillman to the right side. Out to Bunch. Swings it left over to Clemens. He'll give it to Spillman. Spillman goes back to Hall on the right wing. Now he'll send it out to Clemens, top of the key. Clemens goes right side with it off the screen. Bewley dumps it down low to Hall. Hall posted up down there, trying to make a spin move. Throws it up and off the window and in.
That's some great patience that time by Graham Hall down on the block.
Give him the People's bank shot right there to tie the game at 2. 1 minute gone here in the first quarter. Walbert getting the screen set. Spillman trying to stay with him. Goes right side with it. He'll hand it off to Driver. Driver cutting back left side. He'll scoop up the shot over the rim and battle for the rebound. Glasgow wins it. And going up with a shot over Hall. It's no good. Hall gets the rebound. Off the missed shot from Jeremiah Driver. Spillman with it. Bluffs the three. JoJo Driver picking him up with defense. Drives, kicks it out to Bunch for the three. Bottom!
It's a good sign for the Trojans when Mason Bunch makes his first three.
Yep. The Peoples make three-point shot for Mason Bunch. It's 5-2 Trojans. Walbert with the basketball, gives to Driver, left of the key. That's Jeremiah Driver, gives to Martin. Martin drives in, a collision, offensive foul. Bunch taking the charge. Jeremiah Driver.
That's a really good play that time by Mason. Slid over, took the charge that time on the drive by Martin.
Spillman gets it across the line against JoJo Driver. Bounce pass kicked. Trying to go into the high post there to Hall. The Barren County will keep the basketball. 6:10 to play here in the first. It's 5-2 Trojans. Bewley gets it out to Hall. Back to Bewley. He'll send it over to Spillman on the right side. Back out front it comes to Bewley. Got Walbert guarding him. Now Bewley putting down one dribble. Throws it to the high post there to Hall. Hall cradles it off to Spillman. Has a three-pointer blocked by JoJo Driver.
That's a great play that time by Driver.
And he's going to unlaunch it from the left corner. No good. Bewley with a rebound for the Trojans. Angles off the left side. Gives to Bunch. Now Bunch goes in the corner. Clemens with it. Clemens fires it up on the baseline. It is no good. Crashing aboard. Graham Hall throws it back out to Bewley. Bewley penetrates the lane. Kicks it over to Clemens. He'll try it for a three. Good!
And that time, Clemens got his feet set that time at the three-point line. Give the assist to Bewley.
Trojans out top 8-2 now. 5:15 to play in the first quarter. They shovel it out to Driver. Free throw line jump shot. Got it.
Well, that's a nice pull-up that time by Driver, right in the middle of the lane.
And that's makes it 8-4. Here's Clemens driving off the window, too strong. Jeremiah Driver with a rebound off to Walbert. Had it stolen away. Clemens goes under, lays it in.
Great hands that time by Clemens. Just read the pass. Easy steal and layup.
Barren County out to a 10-4 lead. 4:45 to go in the first quarter. Walbert hands it off to JoJo Driver. He drives into the paint, and he may have double-dribbled it there. Gives it back out now to Allen. Allen starting in place of Quinn Nunley for the Scotties tonight. Walbert getting the call from the coach, Buford. 4.5 left first quarter. Bounce pass to Jeremiah Driver. And he'll hand it off to Walbert, top of the key. And now backs out on the dribble against Spillman. Fires it in the lane. It is Martin. Jump shot over Bunch. It's no good. And Mason Bunch with the rebound. It's with the basketball to Bewley. Bewley out to Mason Bunch. Finds Hall, high post right. Dribbles left, trying to reverse right. Lost it between his legs and picked up by Jeremiah Driver. Gets rid of it to Walbert. Walbert. Jump shot. No, I thought he was going to shoot it. Goes down low to Driver. He puts it up. It is no good. Bunch with another rebound. Outlet pass comes to Bewley. Bewley sends it down to Clemens on the left side. Back out top to Bewley. Right side it goes to Spillman. Spillman at the right elbow. Out to Clemens. Fakes the three. Gives to Bewley. He'll fire a three. Bottom.
Look good the whole way. Barren County 3 of 4 from three.
13-4 Trojans. 3:23 to play here in the first quarter. Walbert with the basketball for Glasgow. The dribble out there on the near side. Out front. Spillman backs off of him a little bit. Martin comes over to set a screen. Trying to switch off, but Spillman stays with him. Now he wants to drive against Spillman. Throws it up off the glass. Good.
Tough shot that time by Walbert.
Glasgow calls a timeout. 3:05 to go in the opening quarter. Barren County 13, Glasgow 6.
Yeah, Barren coming out shooting extremely well. 3 out of 4 from 3, 2 out of 3 from 2. Good ball game so far.
Yeah.
Even though it's 13-6. I mean, Glasgow has a feel to me that they're going to play well.
Mm-hmm. Well, you know, they've lost some close games too. They lost to South Warren by 9 and Warren East by 10, and that, of course, that didn't count as a district game. That was at Kentucky 2A sectional. They've had wins over Greenwood, beat a really good Adair County team by 10. Beat Allen County Scottsville by 9 in a district game. Hart County by 11. Full court pressure. Got Cade Hardy in the ball game for the Trojans, a 5'11 sophomore. Here's a run out, knocked away, and out of bounds. It'll stay with the Trojans. They've made a couple of changes in their lineup. They've got Landon Minton, number 30, a 6'4 sophomore, 4.2 points a game. William Compton also on the court for the Trojans, 6'3 senior, averaging 10.4. Comes into Hardy. Hardy turns, finds Hall, top of the key. He won't shoot, gives it out to Hardy. 22-footer. Got it!
Cade Hardy has zero fear. That was deep. Right off the bench, too.
16-6, 4 threes for the Trojans here in this quarter. As Walbert gets it down to the corner, gets it back, and he'll sit it out now to Allen. Allen on the dribble, working to the right side, hands it off to Driver. Driver penetrating the lane, throws it up, partially blocked, taken down by Minton, and he loses it between his legs, picked up by Bewley. Bewley, bounce pass off to Hardy, out of the right wing, out to Bunch. Another long three, got it!
Wow.
19-6 Trojans. Driver shoots over Bewley, no good. Rebound to Hall. He'll give it to Bewley. 2:08 to go in the quarter. Down the right side, Compton trying to shoot the three, but couldn't get open. Here's Hardy with it out top. Hardy getting pressure. Left-handed pass goes to Bewley. They go into Hall. He goes under, flips it up, and got it. And a foul on Glasgow.
You are hard to guard when you're 5 for 6 from 3 and then throw it inside and can make an and one. And that's exactly what Barren has done so far to Glasgow. What a start.
Foul is on Minton, his first. It's Glasgow's second team foul of the quarter. Jalen Bradley will come into the Scotty lineup, a 5'6" freshman.
Graham Hall has had a fantastic senior year. Played very little on the varsity last year. Played on the JV. He is a really good basketball player.
Free throw won't go, and ball tipped away. Compton. There was 3 Scotties battling for it, and it tipped away right into Compton's hands. But another three off the mark this time. The long rebound comes off to Driver. He was about 28 feet out on that one. Ball deflected out of bounds, and it'll be Barren County's ball, they say.
I think Barren may have got a break.
They did get a break.
Yeah, it looked like that ball was deflected.
Gavin Nunn checking into the Trojan lineup, a 6'5" sophomore. Waylon Clemens also back in the court. So Hardy, Spillman, Clemens, Compton, and Nunn on the court for the Trojans right now. And the Scotties have Walbert, JoJo Driver, Bradley, Martin, and Minton. Hardy with a basketball. Fires it off over to Clemens on the right side. Clemens breaks to the left side. He'll throw it up off the window and good.
Glasgow allowed Clemens to go to a strong hand to the left, and he got all the way to the rim for the finish.
23-6, Barren County, a minute 18 to play. First quarter, driving is Martin. He'll put it up. It drops in, and he's fouled.
Good shot that time by Martin. That's what Martin does well. He's a driver and a rebounder, and that time got to his right and got all the way to the rim, going to get a chance for an and one.
Foul was on Clemens, his first. Barren County's first of the quarter. Martin, 21 of 34 from the line, sinks that one. They're actually 23 of 36 from the charity line. Makes it 23-9. Barren County with a minute 16 to play in the first. Glasgow brings Allen back to the game. Spillman turns up court against JoJo Driver, gets it across the line. Cuts back left, reverses back right. Needs help. They're reaching in on him, but not going to call it. Comes off to Nunn. He'll hand it back to Spillman. Fakes the three, drives to the corner. He's cut off. Back out to Clemens. Just under a minute to play. Here's a floating pass down to Nunn. He puts it up. It's blocked. Batted up in the air. Pulled down by Martin. And apparently a foul on Nunn as he kind of bumped into Martin.
That was a great athletic play that time by Martin. It looked like Nunn had to easily finish, and Martin came from the help side and blocked it right before it went to the backboard.
Driver's going to check out JoJo Driver. And got Walbert back in the game. He handles a basketball. 50 seconds to play in the quarter. Barren County 23, Glasgow 9. Walbert, jump shot, straight away. No good. Rebound Compton. Outlet pass comes to Hardy. Ahead up to Spillman. 38 seconds to go here in the first. Hardy getting pressure. Right side it goes to Clemens. Down to 30 seconds to play in the quarter. He'll go right side with it to Spillman. Spillman gets a screen from Compton. Needs somewhere to go. He's picked up his dribble. Somebody's going to have to come get it. And we've got a turnover. Here comes Martin. He'll drive to the bucket and he'll lay it in.
Well, nice play that time by Martin. He got the steal and finish.
Clemens gets the ball in play to Spillman. 8 seconds to go in the quarter. Walbert putting the pressure on Spillman. 5 seconds. Spillman down the lane. And a foul. Spillman goes to the deck, and they're going to put the foul on 0.
Yes.
That is Walbert. His first, team's third. And Tate Spillman will be at the line with 1.8 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Spillman, the first of two on the way, is going in. Graham Hall, Mason Bunch returning to the Trojan lineup for William Compton and Gavin Nunn. 24-11 Trojans. Spillman back of the line. One more shot. It's in the air and it is good. 25-11 Barren County. Glasgow's basketball, 1.8 to go in the quarter. As Martin gets the ball in play. And a desperation throw over the backboard out of bounds. Into the first, Barren County out to a 25-11 lead over Glasgow. We'll be back in the second quarter after this break. You're following the Trojans on 104 The Score.
I have been taking ag class since my 8th grade year. In 8th grade, I was able to be the BCMS FFA secretary, and that's when I first started falling in love with FFA and ag classes. It has made me such a better public speaker. Before FFA, I was scared to get up on the stage and give a speech or even perform with the drama club. But now it has helped me become a better speaker, a better leader, a better server as well, because FFA is also very service-based, and it really has helped me come out of my comfort zone.
So this class is responsible for growing produce and flowers, hanging baskets, and different vegetables in our school greenhouse that we sell to the public. We also use the produce that's left over after our annual plant sale to grow here in our raised garden beds, and then we harvest that produce throughout the summer. And then all of that produce gets donated to the Barren County Reads and Feeds program here that we do within our school district.
Trojans lead at 25-11 over the Scotties. 5 threes in that first period made by Barren County. 2 from Mason Bunch, 1 each from Bray Bewley, Waylon Clemens, and Cade Hardy.
Yeah, pretty impressive shooting. Barren was just 4 out of 6 from 2, only took 6 twos. 5 out of 7 from 3, 9 out of 13. That's one of the reasons why it's up to 25. The good news for Glasgow is from the Glasgow perspective, you've got to think that Barren is going to cool down a little bit. It's hard to maintain this pace, and Glasgow has stayed with it. I think Glasgow has played well. Just Barren has played better so far.
Bewley gives it over to Hardy on the right side, and Driver trying to stay with him. There's a backdoor. Backdoor pass was intended for Bunch. I don't know. He didn't break far enough, or he was being held by Martin.
Yeah, you can't. Once you make the back cut, you've got to continue through because once the pass, it's like a quarterback that throws a pass to the receiver. You got to keep running your route.
Here's Walbert. Free throw line inside. Martin puts it up and in.
Martin is playing really well right now for Glasgow.
Martin averages 9.5 points a game. He's already got 7. 25-13, and Clemens loses the handle. And then he reached in to try to get it back, and he's going to be called for the foul.
I think he just kind of got knocked into him. Tough call that time on Waylon. One of the things that Glasgow is trying to do, and it looks like to me it's been a little bit more effective the last minute or two, is they're trying to speed up Barren, a little bit more pressure on the guards and so forth.
Yeah. Walbert with it for the Scotties. Right side, JoJo Driver. Out of the right wing, gets a screen. Bewley strays with him, drives, puts it up. It is no good. Rebound, Mason Bunch. Outlet pass to Bewley. Up the left sideline. A foul on Driver. That'll be JoJo Driver's first personal, first foul of the second quarter against the Scotties. Cade Hardy will come back in the Trojan lineup for Waylon Clemens. Clemens actually leading scorer so far tonight, 7 points. Bunch right behind him with 6. Bewley gives it over to Hardy, deep on the left wing, gets a screen from Bunch. Now almost lost the handle, needs some help. He's covered up. Throws a bad pass for Spillman out of bounds.
Yeah, and the pressure from Glasgow is working, causing some turnovers from Barren.
And William Compton will come back on the court for the Trojans for Cade Hardy. 25-13. 6:48 to play in the first half. Here's Walbert with the basketball for Glasgow. Right side it goes to JoJo Driver. Martin comes over to set a screen. Bewley stays with him. Jeremiah Driver down the corner to Walbert. Walbert, ball gets deflected, and it comes back to the backcourt as Jeremiah Driver chases it down. Back out to Walbert. Walbert around the top of the horn, working to the left side, hands it off to Martin. Now Martin looking, bounce pass, Jeremiah Driver, turns against Hall, spin move, and he'll put it up and in.
Nice patience that time by Jeremiah, by Driver that time. Did a nice little spin post move that time. Graham Hall tried to get the charge, but I think that was probably a good no call.
Yeah.
And Glasgow has worked their way back into a 10-point game, and I really think the pressure right now from Glasgow is causing Barren to speed up a little bit. They haven't, in fact, Barren has not had a real good look at the basket for a while. Barren we'll see what Warren wants to do. Sometimes to alleviate some of that full court pressure, if you can send somebody back and kind of set a screen in the back court sometimes, that kind of that may loosen up some of that pressure occasionally.
6:15 to play in a half. Glasgow has scored 2 straight buckets here to start the second period. Second period is brought to you by Southern States Glasgow Co-op. Our first quarter was brought to you by German American Bank. Ball comes into Bewley. Going to work it up against JoJo Driver. Kind of crowding him down the floor, but no call. Comes out to Bunch as he's guarded by Martin. He's picked up his dribble, needs some help. Everybody's covered up. Finally gets rid of to Bewley out near midcourt. Bewley dumps it off. Left elbow. Spillman. Bounce pass into Hall. He'll put it up. It's too strong. Rebound to Walbert for Glasgow into the front court. Walbert, pull-up jumper, straight away. Got it.
Well, that is his game, that pull-up jumper. He can make threes, but he is much better off a dribble.
6-0 run by the Scotties to start the second quarter. They've trimmed the lead down to 8, 25-17. Bewley gets it across the line, angles left. He's picked up his dribble, long bounce pass in the corner to Bunch. Bunch sends it out to Spillman. He's open, he's going to let it fly. It spins out. Rebound to Martin. Chance here for the Scotties to trim the lead to 5 on a three-point shot. They make about 5.5 a game. And it is Martin driving left side. A whistle and a foul on Bunch.
Yeah, they're trying to just kind of go isolation with whoever Martin has. Other than a couple of the Barren guards, Martin has a quickness advantage about everybody on the floor. From the Barren perspective, you want Martin to be a jump shooter, not a driver.
Martin for 2 shots. The first one out of the way. It's good. He has 8 points to lead the Scotties in scoring.
I don't think Barren has scored this quarter, have they?
They have not.
3 minutes without a basket.
Glasgow has scored 7 straight. And Martin back to the line for one more shot. 25-18. Barren leads it. Second shot for Martin. It's in the air, and it's good. 25-19. 8-0 run by the Scotties. 5:05 to go. In the first half, Spillman gets it across. Right side, hands it off to Compton. Compton throws up a runner. It's short. Saved in, but Hall didn't save it. He tried, but out of bounds to Glasgow. And now Cade Hardy will come back to the court to replace William Compton. It was 25-11 at the end of the first quarter. Only 3 minutes gone here the second. Glasgow has scored 8 straight. Walbert with it. Bounce pass, left elbow. Martin drives, goes to the basket, puts it in.
Yeah, same
Martin,
thing.
very athletic.
Yeah, just a straight drive to the basket.
11 points now for Martin. Jump shots for Spillman is good for the left elbow.
Boy, Barren needed that. That stops a 11-0 run?
It was. 10-0 run.
10-0 run?
Yep. 27-21 now. Trojans by 6. As Walbert takes it down low. Fadeaway jump shot, baseline, no. Kind of forced it up there. Bunch with a rebound.
Good defense by Tate Spillman.
Yep. Cade Hardy breaks to the middle. Stops in the lane. Throws it off to the left side over to Bewley. He'll get it out to Hardy. Hardy trying to drive. Fires it up from 14. It's short. Rebound tapped out. Martin has it for the Scotties under 4 minutes to play. Here in the first half, Martin one-on-one to the bucket. Shot it too hard against the glass. Hall with a rebound off the Bunch. 3:48 to go in the half. Barren up by 6. Led by 14 at the end of the first quarter. 3:42 remaining. Here's Spillman driving, falls down, and the ball's going to be scooped up and then lost, but Glasgow retrieves it. Here's Walbert with the basketball. New player in the ball game is Javon Garman, a 6'1 senior, wears number 24. And Walbert almost fell down, lost his footing there. Throws it back out. 3:20 to go in a half. Barren up 27-21. Jump shot straight away, top of the key, no good. For Walbert, Bewley with a rebound. Long pass up court, left side. It goes to Spillman. Spillman now brings it out. Down to 3 minutes left in the half. Hall with it on the right side. And we got a whistle. Somebody trying to fight through a screen, and Spillman gets decked. Foul will be on Allen. His first, team second of the quarter. Coming in for the first time tonight in the ball game, Jackson Reese, a 5'11 junior. He'll come in for Mason Punch.
I think Jackson Reese is going to get the assignment on trying to slow down Martin.
And a full timeout called by Glasgow. 2:57 to go in a half. Barren County 27, Glasgow 21. After tonight, the Trojans are scheduled to play here Monday night against the Bluegrass Blazers, home school out of Oakland, Kentucky.
I think that I'm pretty confident to say that's the first ever meeting.
Yes. And they had played they played 3 or 4 teams in the 4th region already.
Okay.
Allen County, Scottsville.
I've never heard of them.
Todd Central, Edmondson County. I think they played them twice already.
All right.
But it's a home school made up of players from surrounding counties, Barren, Allen.
That used to be against KHSAA rules. And that's been changed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But some are out of Warren County.
I don't know. I don't think they're playing in any type of postseason district regional.
Not KHSAA section.
Right.
They used to be called the Western Kentucky Trailblazers.
Okay. All right.
And I don't know when that changed, but we'll find out Monday night if weather permits, if we get the game in. And
I think it's right now quite iffy for Monday.
It's the way it's looking right now. It could be. And then Tuesday night, supposed to travel to Bowling Green, and then Friday night go to Allen County, Scottsville.
I think Tuesday could be iffy.
Uh-huh.
I think Friday will be fine.
Yeah. Trojans up by 6. Bewley sends it out to Spillman. Walbert defending him. Here's Jackson Reese, guarded by Martin. Over to Bewley. Bluffs the 3, drives into the lane, dumps it off underneath the hole, and he puts it in.
Yeah, that's a good pass that time by Bewley. Got into the lane, got by his person, drew the defense, and nice assist that time to Hall.
29-21. Barren back up by 8, led by 14 at the end of the first quarter. They've only scored 4 points here in the second period with 2.5 minutes left. Here's JoJo Driver. Oh, and that's going to be an offensive foul. Reese took the charge. I wasn't sure if they're going to call that one or not, but JoJo Driver plowed into him, and that's his second, team's third.
And that's why Jackson Reese is in the game. He came in for defensive purposes, and that time slid over and took the charge.
And Bewley will bring it up against Walbert. Bewley cuts back left, bounce pass left elbow, Spillman. That turns at the free throw line, jumps it up, hits the front of the rim. Rebound to Martin. Martin sends it off. Walbert out of the corner for a 3. Got it.
Boy, he is feeling it. 3 from the corner.
That cuts it to 5 at 29-24. Spillman in the key, feeds Hall, right elbow. Floats it back to Spillman. He'll give it over to Reese. 1:50 to play here in the first half. Sends it off to Spillman to the right wing. Spillman looking down low, bounce feed down to Hall. Hall turns to the left hand, reverses back right, puts it in.
Great move by Graham Hall that time.
31-24. Barren County with a 7-point lead and 1.5 to play.
Coach Cunningham was screaming the whole time to throw it to him.
Walbert gets rid of it to Martin, left of the key. They go down to JoJo Driver. Traveling on Driver. Barely shuffled his feet. And so Barren County will get the basketball as Allen returns to the Scotty lineup for JoJo Driver. We also got Jeremiah Driver back on the court now. Ball comes into Bewley. Bewley into the front court. Gives it to Reese. Kate Hardy, Jackson Reese, William Compton, Graham Hall, Bray Bewley on the court for the final 1:05 of the quarter. Compton waiting for somebody. Now goes to Hardy on the right wing. Feeds it into Hall. He puts it up. He's fouled.
One of the ways to negate the pressure is to throw it to the block. And the last couple times down, it's exactly what Barren has done.
Hall 0 for 1 for the line. 8 points in the first half. Gets 2 free throws here. First one is too strong.
Normally a good free throw shooter.
Yep. Hall's 18 of 25 coming into this game tonight. He'll have one more. Second shot for Hall. No good again. And the rebound comes off to Walbert. Walbert pushed it to the right side. Goes up over Bewley, and a foul on Bewley. That'll be his first, team's third of the quarter. And Walbert, pretty good free throw shooter. 52 out of 60 on the season.
He's a good player. About every time I've watched him play, he's played well.
And the first one, automatic. 10 points for Walbert here in the half. 31-25, 52 seconds to play. Walbert, second toss, good again. 31-26, 52 seconds to play. Comes in to Bewley. He's in a trap. Needs help. Pass is deflected. Hall's got it. Gets it to Bewley. Back to Hall. Gets it across the line. 42 seconds to play. Hands it back to Bewley. Bewley left of the lane. There's Hall. Free throw line. Shot. Rims off. Allen with a rebound for the Scotties. 30 seconds to go. Here's Walbert on the right side.
Glasgow's going to go for one shot.
And they can trim the lead to 2 on a three-point shot with 20 seconds to play. Down to 15.
They're probably going to go pure isolation right here.
And here goes Walbert. Jump shot, fade away, 15, no good. Rebound, Jeremiah Driver, no good, but a foul with 3 seconds to play.
Yeah, good execution that time by Glasgow. One of the reasons why you want to shoot it with about 5 seconds, it gives you an opportunity to get an offensive rebound as well.
And at the line for Glasgow, Jeremiah Driver. He's 21 out of 34 on the season. And the first one is up, and it is bouncing off. Three seconds to play. Barren County's only scored 3 field goals in this quarter. 2-point baskets. Second one is no good. Rebound to Hall. Here's Bewley. Desperation shot. Hit the top of the backboard. That's the end of the first half. Barren County leads Glasgow 31-26. We'll return in a moment on 104 The Score.
At the culmination of our pathways, students have the opportunity to go out into the community and to be able to co-op. It's through these experiences that kids get real life experience. They get to practice the skills that they learn in the class, hands-on.
I'm working here at Commonwealth Broadcasting Corporation, and it's just really awesome. I get to do lots of cool stuff like write commercials. I've voiced a couple commercials. And I just kind of help out with whatever anybody needs. My favorite part is getting to meet all the different kinds of people and also just getting opportunities like this co-op. It's really just been a wonderful learning experience.
Favorite part is just being able, instead of being in a classroom where you have to sit all day, you're doing your own work for something that you're actually interested in. I would recommend this course to other students just because it'll let them know if they would like to do this for a career.
What I really like about with Project Lead the Way and with the STEAM content that I get to teach is it makes those real world connections. It's allowing kids to put their brain in action. It's not that we're not at that time in the game where we're sitting and getting and taking notes and content. It's taking that content and applying it to real world selections. And that's what Project Lead the Way is allowing us to do and create those opportunities. Those students that you have in the classroom that may struggle with that reading and math are thriving with this content because they're able to put solutions to problems and fix things that they wouldn't necessarily get in a normal math or reading classroom.
Just being able to figure out what didn't work and how to make it work and how to work through that process just in itself for you as a person is important, but also it builds those skills that are going to be necessary for each grade that follows us.
Athletic Hall of Fame and Donnie Owens, who is from Etoile, Kentucky. I would think everybody in Barren County knows where Etoile is. But 71 graduate of Temple Hill. Man, I tell you what, if they'd had a three-point line when I played too, you had been averaging 50 points a game instead of 27.
Well, thank you, Jay. I don't know about that. It would have been a few more. I did like to shoot the long shot. That was one of my favorite shots. Because I got it rejected quite a bit if I try to take it to the hole too often. So.
Well, I know you've been gone for quite a while. You're living in Frankfort now, is that right?
Yes, sir. Live in Frankfort. We did buy a lake house, I don't know, back in 15, I guess about 8-9 years ago. So we come down on the weekends and get to enjoy the lake, especially in the summer. So we're down in this area a little more often than we used to be.
That's good. You're retired now.
I'm retired. I am. I wouldn't change it for anything. I'm having a great retirement, so getting to do things that I didn't get to do when I was working full time. So it's been good.
Not a whole lot of things you can do when you're working all the time, you know.
That's true. That's true. Absolutely.
Now, you were a coach at Glasgow at one time and a principal in the Barren County school system.
Yes. Actually, I was out at Eastern Elementary for 3 years, and then we moved to Frankfort and finished up there in Frankfort as a principal there in that school system. Retired in 2012.
So that's been 12 years now.
12 years.
I'll tell you what, time gets away, doesn't it?
It really goes by fast. But ever since I got the call about being inducted into the Hall of Fame, it's been a great looking back on those days. And I told my wife, Laura, we were walking in tonight that, you know, I've been really blessed and honored to have had a lot of opportunities as a player and a coach. But I think the thing that stands out to me is those Temple Hill days, back when I played high school basketball out of Temple Hill. And the coaching staff and my teammates, classmates, all of that was just, just fond memories. So many fond memories.
And that's something you remember most of is your high school days.
I think so. I agree, Jay.
Yeah. So you said you've got a lake house down at Barren River.
Right.
So how often do you get down here?
We come most weekends. Some weekends we have to stay up in Frankfort, but a lot of weekends we're down, especially in the summer. We enjoy being on the water, and we've got a lot of family down in this area, so it gives us an opportunity to be around other family members that we don't get to see as much during the week.
Yeah. So what do you remember the most about coaching or teaching or being an administrator? What do you remember the most of?
I had so many fond memories. So many just players that were very coachable, and I can't put a name just to one of them, but I think I enjoyed that part of teaching. I had good coaching when I played, and so I wanted to pass that on to those young players, and not only basketball-wise, but there's a lot of lessons to be learned in life too, and I wanted to pass a lot of those things on to that age student and player that I had the opportunity to receive along my career. So a lot of those opportunities were there for me to pass those things along, but I had a lot of good coaches that I have fond memories of that really spent a lot of time with me and worked with me, and I think that's where I gained a lot of leadership, because coaching is teaching, but it's also leadership, and so is being a principal, the school system, and I liked being in a leadership role. That was important to me.
Well, Donnie, we could talk all night long about good times that we've had over the years, and wish we had more time. But I want to say congratulations to you again for being inducted in the Hall of Fame.
And maybe I can come back sometime soon, and we'll do it again.
That sounds good. Donnie, good to
Thank
see you, my
Jay.
friend.
Appreciate it.
You take care of yourself.
I
all
will.
right?
Thank you.
Donnie Owens, one of the Hall of Famers tonight, Barren County inducted here. And we'll come back with our halftime report after this break on 104 The Score.
We start working all the way from kindergarten, and they start doing, if it's building the Three Little Pigs houses and they have to build something and test it and all of these sorts of things, they start that kind of problem solving skills really young. We do a lot of group work, so they have to collaborate, they have to learn how to work well together, how to compromise. It's been really cool kind of seeing them kind of come in to kind of get all kinds of things. And plus it kind of prepares them, it kind of shows them like different career options and a lot of things that they've never thought about before. And so when we're doing Project Lead the Way and we're studying engineering, we'll pull up scientists and we'll pull up astronauts, and we've watched some launches on TV and just stuff like that to kind of show them that there's kind of a big world out there and there's all kinds of places and things that they can do.
Medical Detectives is part of the Project Lead the Way curriculum, a feeder to the biomed program at the high school. One of the things that I really enjoy about this class is that it does expose the students to a number of different medical careers and give them ideas that there are numerous potential career opportunities for somebody in the medical field.
I would definitely recommend the class for someone who has interest in medical sciences. And you'll learn a lot about the brain, vital signs, and just all around a lot about science.
Classes that we're offering here with Project Lead the Way, it allows them to have those real world problems where they're able to connect with each other, connect across soft skills that they're able to develop and work through those problems together. And so within our school, within our district, we provide lots of different opportunities for students to learn, to grow. And so that's what our goal here is at Barren County Middle School, is to empower students through our learning opportunities.
Half 10 field goals, 1 3-pointer. There were 5 of 8 from the line. John Carter Walbert, Jarek Martin, both at 11 points apiece. Both had 4 field goals apiece. Martin was 3 of 3 from the line. Walbert hit the 3-point shot. Jeremiah Driver with 2 and JoJo Driver with 2. For the Trojans, 12 field goals in the first half, but only 3 in the second quarter. 5 of those 12 were 3-point shots. 2 of 5 from the foul line, and 8 points for Graham Hall. He leads the scoring, 4 2-point baskets, 0 for 3 from the line. Waylon Clemens had 7 in the first quarter, a 3 and a couple of 2s. 2 threes for Mason Punch for 6. A field goal and 2 free throws for Tate Spillman for 4. A 3-point basket from Bray Bewley and a 3-point basket from Cade Hardy.
Well, the game, you've heard all games are like games of adjustments. Well, I mean, this was an adjustment that Glasgow made in the second quarter that worked quite well. Barren, and in the first quarter, Barren was 5 of 7 from 3. Second quarter, Barren only took 1 3. So Glasgow changed up defensively and started picking up full court man. Barren still shooting lights out, but Barren turned the ball over too much in the second quarter. Barren was 7 out of 14 in the first half, 5 out of 8 from 3, 12 of 22, shooting over 50%, but did not get a lot of shots off in the second quarter, and a lot of that was due to the change defensively that Glasgow had.
That's right. And we're ready for this second half to get underway.
Well, we got a scoreboard out right now.
We gotta take only one of them. The one we have to look at is out. Farmers RECC Jackie Brownlee Memorial second half in our third quarter, sponsored by Southern States Glasgow Co-op. So we'll see what we're going to do here. So we're just going to go with this one over here. To our right, and we have to look behind her shoulder. I guess so, until they get it fixed. Glasgow with the basketball starting the second half. Here's John Connor Walbert. Sends it off to Martin on the right side of the key. He's going to drive, spin move, goes up in the lane, puts it up, and it rolls in.
Yeah, Barren has not been able to solve that much. Martin gets it from at that elbow. He's taking it to the basket. That was a great spin move that time to get to the rim, though.
31-28 to the high post right. It goes to Hall. Hall looking, dribbles it out, hands it off to Spillman. Now Spillman gets rid of it to Clemens on the right side. Clemens gets rid of it over to Bewley. Bewley halfway to the corner, feeds it to Bunch. He gets cut off inside. Ball smacked loose, but chased down by Clemens. Behind the back dribble across the key. Gives to Bunch. He can't shoot. They go down low to Hall. Hall post up inside. A hook shot in the lane. Drops in. Boy, they were hanging all over him, too.
Tough shot that time. Right-hand jump hook. It looked like a lot of contact as well, as you said.
10 points for Hall, and it's 33-28. Trojans lead it by 5. A little over a minute gone here in the third period. JoJo Driver out to Allen straight away with a three. It's going to go off the right side of the rim and out of bounds. As he tried to go for his missed shot, Bewley let it go out of bounds.
That time, Barren made a little defensive adjustment that time. He moved Waylon Clemens over on Martin.
Barren County's basketball, and pressure is on by the Scotties. 6:47 to play. In the third period, Barren up by 5. Led by 14 at the end of the first quarter. Ball comes into Bewley, ahead up to Hall. Hall on the dribble, hands it back off to Bewley. Gives it to Clemens on the right wing. Clemens. Low. Lobs it over the head of Hall and out of bounds.
Yeah, try to go a little screen roll that time.
Clemens had an open look at a shot. Hit a three back in the first quarter. 33-28. Trojans by 5. 6:23 to play in the third period. Goes to Martin. Left elbow. And he's going to go to the right side with it. Gives it to Walbert. He's going to drive to the basket against Spillman. Puts it up and in.
Yeah, almost all of Glasgow's baskets right now are on isolation plays.
And that's 13 now for Walbert. The lead is 3, 33-30. Clemens on the right wing. Clemens brings it out against Allen. Now the top of the horn. Gets rid of it over to Bewley. With Walbert guarding him. Had it poked away, and Walbert comes up with the basketball. Walbert drives inside, puts it up. It's no good, but a foul.
That is, that time that was just a pickpocket.
Yep.
That time by Walbert on Bray Bewley.
And it's going to send Walbert to the free throw line for 2 shots. He canned a pair back in the second quarter. First one on the way, comes off. William Compton and Cade Hardy will return to the lineup for the Trojans. Mason Punch and Waylon Clemens will check out. 3-point lead for the Trojans, 33-30, 5:44 to go in the third period. Second shot, no good, comes up short for Walbert. Count to the rebound, ahead up to Spillman. Spillman needs some help, he's in a trap. And they reach in, and what do we got, a foul?
Yep, it's going to be a foul. That was Glasgow had Spillman locked up in a trap, and that was an obvious reach that time. It's going to be the third foul, too, on JoJo Driver.
Yeah. And now they're going to bring Bradley back in to replace Driver. You know, Glasgow only has one senior that plays. That's Walbert. The rest of them are juniors and sophomores.
Yeah, they should be quite formidable next year. Now, Walbert's a big miss, though.
Yeah. Bounce pass down low. Here is Hall. Throws it off in the right corner. Compton, 3!
That was a tough shot. That was over Martin to give that assist to Hall.
Tipped away by Bewley right behind the Glasgow bench. 36-30 the score.
Well, that's what makes Hall such a good player, too. He's an excellent passer from the post.
Ball comes out to Martin. Martin sends it right side to Walbert. Walbert getting the screen from Driver. That's Jeremiah Driver. He'll give it over to Allen on the left side. Straight away back to Walbert. Bounce feed down low. Jeremiah Driver posted against Hall. Puts it up, no good. And Hardy couldn't grab the rebound. It's out of bounds. It'll stay with the Scotties underneath.
Yeah, this is kind of old school ball. Throw it to the post.
Ball comes in the corner to Walbert. Walbert dribbles it around, halfway out. 4:47 to play in the third. Barren up by 6. They go to Martin. And the ball gets knocked away, or actually went off his foot, I guess, when he tried to make a spin move. Turnover by Glasgow. Here's Hardy with it on the right side. In the corner to Compton. He'll send it back out to Hardy. Bounce pass is kicked, intended for Hall. Out of bounds. Barren will have it on the side across the way. Comes out to Hall, hands it back to Hardy. Hardy trying to make a move to the left elbow, hands it off to Spillman. Spillman now working around out front, getting pressure from Walbert. Needs some help. He's picked up his dribble. Gets rid of it to Compton, back to Spillman. Now Spillman dumps it to the high post to Hall, out to Compton, back to Hall. Can't get free for a shot.
Yeah, good defensive stand so far by Glasgow.
Spillman, right side over to Compton. Compton circles left. He drugged the pivot foot.
That was an excellent stand that time by Glasgow.
So the Scotties get it back with 3:54 to go here in the third. Trojans leading 36-30.
Barren has only scored 11 points since the start of the second quarter.
And Walbert with the basketball, getting the screen set there. Spillman stays with him. Right side corner, that is Bradley. Bradley's going to drive against Hardy. Turns, throws up a right-handed hook that's no good. Bewley with the rebound.
Good defense by Hardy.
Head up to Spillman. Spillman trying to get around Walbert. He got bumped there, no call. And then, well, they did call it.
Yeah, a little late on that call.
A little late on the whistle, but foul will be on Walbert, his second. Team second of the quarter.
I think it was the right call. I definitely think he bumped him, but it was kind of a late one.
I didn't know they were going to call it or not. Spillman at the line. He's 2 for 2 from the stripe. And the shot goes up. It's good. It's only his 5th point of the ball game. He's made 1 field goal in this game.
Yeah, they've done a good job on tape. Glasgow is very good defensively.
37-30. Spillman for the second of the 2. It's on the way, and he got them both. It's back up to 8, 38-30. Largest lead was 14 at the end of the first quarter. 3:20 to go, third period. Martin sends it off to Walbert to the right side. Now Walbert coming off the screen. Goes down low, and there to Driver. He puts it in. Jeremiah Driver with his second field goal of the night. 38-32 the score. Hardy reverses it back out against Allen. Finds Spillman underneath. He puts it up and in.
A good back cut and pass that time by Hardy to Spillman.
Lead back up to 8, 40-32. Now we got a foul on Spillman. That's going to be his first, team second of the quarter. Glasgow's basketball, 2:49 remaining. Barren led by 5 at halftime after getting outscored 15-6 in that second period. Martin gets it in play to Walbert. Walbert. Bounce pass off to Driver. Driver leaves it out with Martin. Got Hardy guarding him. Martin brings it back out almost to midcourt. Down to 2.5 minutes to play. Glasgow has the floor spread out here. Driver sets a screen for Martin. He drives. He'll get around Hardy. Puts it up and in. It's going to count. And a foul on Hardy. That'll be his first. Team's third of the quarter.
Yeah, Glasgow finally got what they wanted. They wanted isolation with Martin on about anybody that time, and they finally got a high ball screen for Martin. And he got by that time Hardy. Hardy kind of got caught up on that screen and got to the rim. Once Martin gets into the lane, he is doubly tough.
Martin's 3 for 3. He goes 4 for 4 on that one. He's got 16 now. Barren lead is cut to 5 at 40-35. Spillman in the front court. Leaves it with Bray Bewley. Goes to Compton to the right side. Against Martin. Out to Bunch. And now Bunch pulls up, kicks it back to Compton with a three. Bingo!
Just enough space. You give William Compton any space at all. It's almost automatic from three. Give that assist a Bunch that time.
43-35 now. Trojans lead it by 8. Minute 44 left in the third. Bradley with the basketball. Hands it off to Walbert. Walbert against Spillman to the right side of the key. Cuts back left. Jump shot on the way. Good.
Tell you what, Glasgow is almost, and they've got a lot of good individual scores, but they do a ton of isolation, but it's been effective.
43-37. Clemens with the basketball. Dribbling with the left hand. Gives to Spillman. 22-footer. No. Rebound comes off to Allen. Glasgow wants to run. Allen down the lane. Puts it up and a foul on Clemens. 3 on Wayland. 4 on the Trojans. Here in the third period. 2 shots coming for Kanan Allen. He's a 5'8" sophomore. Averages 5.3 points a game. First of 2 on the way and good. Jackson Reese comes in for Waylon Clemens for the Trojans. And for Glasgow now is Landon Minton. Allen back of the line for one more. 43-38 Trojans, 109 to go. Third period, second shot of the way. No good. Rebound to Bunch. Here comes Bewley into the front court. Gives it to Bunch. Thought about the three. He's going to drive into the key. Gives it out to Spillman. Spillman working to the left side of the floor. Flips it off now to Reese. Reese hands it off to Bunch for a 29-footer. Got it! I was out in the volleyball line area.
29, 28, close. How about deep?
Give it a footer.
He's 3 for 4 from 3.
Yeah. 3 threes for Mason Bunch. 3 People's Bank threes. 46-38 Trojans. Here's Walbert with a spin move over Spillman. No good. Rebound claimed in there by Compton. Compton dribbling out with it. Sends it off to Bunch. Bunch now pulls up, looks, he's double teamed, feeds to Spillman. Ooh, that's going to be a blocking foul. Whoa. Wow.
Now they're going to discuss whether or not it's going to be an and one because when the shot went up, it may be a goaltender, maybe an and one. Probably.
Basket's good.
Yeah, did go in.
Foul.
It probably should have been
on Allen.
You want to be honest, it looked to me like a charge.
Yep.
But we'll take the break from the Barren side.
Spillman at the line. He's got 10 points. 4 of 4 from the stripe. Aims, fires, hits. And now Barren back up by 11. It's 49-38.
If I'm Barren, I'd be very careful this possession right here.
Yeah.
sometimes these calls even out.
Walbert. We've got Clemens guarding Walbert now. 15 seconds to go in the quarter.
And this is going to be another isolation, this time with Martin.
They got Reese trying to back off of him a little bit there. Takes him one-on-one. Down the lane. Puts it up. He's fouled. 1.9.
And there is the borderline makeup. Barren has got to make, and this is easier said than done. You have to make Martin a pull-up shooter. But once he gets that momentum and going downhill, he's got a lot of spin moves and so forth in the lane. He's tough to stop, but they have got to make him a shooter rather than a driver.
Martin puts it up. It's good.
Sometimes it's kind of an odd situation. Sometimes the more space you give, you're actually doing him a favor because he can get that momentum going. You want him to take the jump shot, but you can't give him too much space.
One more for Jarek Martin. He's got 16 tonight, actually 17. And the shot is on the way, and it rims off. Rebound Compton as Clemens throws a desperation throw. Hits one of the cheerleaders. Unintentional. After 3, it is Barren County 49, Glasgow 39. We'll come back with the final 8 after this timeout. You're following the Trojans on 104 The Score.
Here at the business department, we offer 5 different career pathways: accounting, admin support, entrepreneurship, management, and marketing. We're also adding travel and tourism to our department also.
Name one career field that doesn't use business skills. You can't, because business skills translate across all careers.
Well, the FBLA and the business pathways are so much fun, and the teachers are amazing. Miss Wright, Miss Rush, and Miss Childress are like my moms at school, and they're awesome. I personally love the marketing pathway, and that's the pathway that I have completed. And so it's a lot of fun, and you get to do co-op your senior year if you've completed the pathway. My co-op is amazing, and I love it here. But the business pathway just has allowed me so many new opportunities to meet new friends. My best friends are in the business pathway, and I met them when I was a freshman. And we have just completed this pathway together and had so much fun.
Bobby Steenbergen Court, Barren County High School. Trojans 49, the Scotties 39. Barren scored 18 that quarter. Glasgow scored 13.
Barren is 8 of 12 for the game from 3.
Spillman on the dribble. JoJo Driver back in the ball game now for the Scotties, playing with 3 fouls. Spillman putting it down, spinning back left, gets into the lane and flips up the shot, falling down, and it went in.
What a shot.
That's almost as good as TJ Thomas's butt shot in the regional tournament.
Yeah. He was slightly above the ground on that one. That was a heck of a shot.
51-39 Trojans. Foul was on Minton, his second. Team's first to the fourth quarter.
That's a good horse shot. Even though Barren now has a shot to go up 13, I'm still, from the Barren perspective, not real comfortable.
No, the free throw missed, and what we got, lane violation. Driver in the lane too soon, and so Spillman will get another chance at it here. Second shot in the air, good.
Those second ones are always easier.
Yep. He's 6 for 6, even though he missed that one, but the lane violation. Here goes Walbert. Wow. I'll tell you what, Spillman is going to be called with a foul on that one, and that's his second. Team's first.
Yeah, Walbert, that was a really nice job. He faked going left that time off a screen and went back right, then kind of crossed up Tate Spillman. Tate Spillman is a good defensive player too, but Walbert is not easy to handle.
Walbert's missed his last 2, and he misses 3 now as he hit his first 2, missed his last 3.
Walbert and Martin are really, really good off the dribble.
Walbert with 15 points. Martin has 17. Second shot, dribbles in.
And needs a little bit more knee bend to me.
And it's 52-40. Bewley turns up court against Driver. Gets it across the line. Now reverses back right. Gives it over to Clemens, fakes, and, well, we got a foul. Going to put this one on Allen, his third. And that's the second foul of the quarter against the Scotties. And Bewley will toss it in right side of the bucket. Gets it in play out to Hall, and now Spillman. Looking for Bewley, can't get it to him. Hall with it halfway to the corner, right-hand side, dribbles it out, gives to Clemens. Clemens back over to Spillman, can't shoot the 3. Driver up on him. Down low, here's Hall, breaks free and puts it in.
Yeah, great post feed that time. Drop step and finish by Hall.
Matches the largest lead since the end of the first quarter. It's 54-40. Here's a 3 by Driver, no good. Batted up in the air, pulled down by Compton. He'll give it to Clemens. 6:43 left in the game. Clemens pushing it down the floor, goes to the basket, flips it up, and got it blocked on it. And here comes Walbert ahead up to Allen, and he missed a layup. Rebound to Walbert, goes back up, smacked out of his hands, a foul on Compton.
Yeah, a lot of action that time. The scoop shot by Clemens on one end, blocked by Martin, and then the missed layup by Glasgow. But Walbert has an opportunity to fix that.
Yep. He makes that one. William Compton in for Waylon Clemens. And Glasgow brings back in Jalen Bradley. 54-41, Walbert sinks them both. 54-42, the pressure is on by the Scotties now, and Hardy needs somewhere to go. Somebody's got to get open. It comes into Spillman. He'll feed it right in the middle to Hall. Hall angles off to the right. Now looking for Spillman. He's picked up his dribble, throws it out to Bewley. 6:22 to play. Bewley feeds it over to Hall on the right side. Hall, couple of dribbles, back out to Hardy. Yeah, Bradley really putting the pressure on him out there. Takes it to the left side, hooks it off in there to Bewley. Bewley, now lob into Hall. He puts it in.
Man, they are wearing that post out. Great patience and passing by the Trojans.
56-42. Trojans lead at 5:55 to go in the ball game. Walbert with it for Glasgow. Out front, out between the circles. He'll send it right side over to Driver. Goes inside there to Martin. He'll put it up short. Rebound to Hall.
That time Barren jumped into a 2-3 zone for the first time.
Here's Bewley off to Compton. Going to fire it up. Three-pointer, way short. Ball hits the floor, taken by Driver. JoJo Driver taking it all the way to the bucket. Lays it up, missed the layup. Ball's tipped out. Hardy's got it for the Trojans. Ahead up to Bewley. Now Bewley picks up his dribble, finds Hardy, drives underneath. It goes to Hall. Hall puts it up, shot it too hard.
That's the easiest shot he's had tonight.
Walbert up the left side, cuts back lift to the left up to set it up with 5:06 to play. He'll get with it to JoJo Driver on the left side.
Barren stays zone.
Around the perimeter goes to Bradley. Back out to JoJo Driver. In the middle goes to Martin. Had it taken away from him. Hardy's got it for the Trojans. He's going to take it to the rack. Had it smacked out of his hands and out of bounds. I say it went off Hardy. I didn't see the ball touch him, but it may have.
I didn't either. Good hustle that time by Glasgow of trying to chase him down, but I didn't see that. But that was a really good decision the last couple possessions on Barren. Jumping to the 2-3 zone.
Yeah.
That stopped some of that penetration.
4:45 to go. Full timeout here. Barren County 56, Glasgow 42. This timeout brought to you by the People's Bank, your local community bank working for you. Monday night, the Trojans are scheduled to host the Bluegrass Blazers. That'll be a JV varsity doubleheader. JV game at 6 with a varsity game to follow. Weather permitting, we'll have the broadcast here on 104 The Score about 7 o'clock on Monday night, and then weather permits for Tuesday night. We travel down to Bowling Green. I think I've been in Bowling Green's gym, 3 times this year?
That's a bunch.
I've been in Bowling Green 5 times in the last 2 weeks.
I know. I'm giving right now a 20% chance to play.
A 20% chance that we will play.
Monday.
An 80% chance we won't.
That's correct.
I might go along with that. Yeah.
Same thing Tuesday.
Yeah.
If we don't play Monday, we're not playing Tuesday, I'm guessing.
I would say no. Next Friday, we should be okay at Allen County, Scottsville. Another district game coming up. Yeah, I think Monday and Tuesday could be in doubt. But we'll wait and see. 4:45 left here. Trojans up 14. Glasgow with the basketball. Walbert over to JoJo Driver. Fakes the 3. Drives in. Ball gets loose. But taken there by Martin. He goes up over Bunch. He puts it in and gets fouled by Bunch.
Good call, too. It's unfortunate for the Trojans. They should have had the steal that time, and loose ball picked up by Martin. Yep. That kind of threw everything off defensively. And then he does what he does well. He got to the basket for the finish.
Graham Hall back in the lineup for Mason Bunch. That was his, was that his second or third? Second foul. So Martin with a chance to make an old-fashioned 3. He's got 19 points. That doubles his average of 9.5. Free throw is good, so that gives him 20. 56-45. 4.5 minutes still to play. Hardy Gets it in play to Jackson Reese. Back to Hardy. He'll rush it across the timeline. Holds up now. Gets rid of it to Reese. Reese looking for Spillman. Now here's a three by Hardy. No good. Rebound to Walbert. Walbert pushing it down the floor. Goes inside. Scoops it up. Missed the shot. Rebound to Reese. Reese will bring it in front court for the Trojans. Angles off to the left side. Leaves it with Hardy. Now Hardy hooks it over now to Spillman. He can't shoot. Got JoJo Driver on him. 4 minutes to play. Barren County up by 11. And there's a reach in on Driver.
That's the right call, too. That's a bad foul in front of everybody.
It's going to be number 4 on JoJo Driver. Third one on the Scotties here in the fourth quarter. Bewley to set it in play. Comes in a hall, hands it back to Bewley. Bewley dribbles the left side, feeds it to Hardy. He goes under, puts it up and in.
A great back cut and pass that time by Bewley to Hardy.
58-45. Trojans lead it by 13 now. 3:40 to go in the ball game. They send it out and they go in the middle. Turnaround jump shot for Martin comes up short.
That's the shot Barren wants him to take, though, and that's what the zone does.
Bewley on the left side, feeds it to Hall. Bounce pass, Hardy in the lane. Good.
Give that assist to Graham Hall.
And now the largest lead of the night for the Trojans at 15. It's 60-45. 3:15 to go. Walbert, right side. Back out to Driver. Driver. Back to Walbert. 3 if it goes. It's no good. The rebound comes off to Spillman.
Shot was flat.
Spillman pushed it down the middle of the floor. Spillman driving to the rack, puts it up, it's blocked. Taken by Walbert. Walbert down the middle, goes underneath, puts it up, it's good, and a foul.
I don't know what the stats say, but just watching college basketball and high school, if you miss a layup on one end, the chances of the other team making a layup on the other end or scoring are astronomical, and that's exactly what happened.
Foul was on Graham Hall. His first, team's fourth of the quarter. Free throw by Walbert goes in.
The game's not over. It's just 12. So, but Barren,
it was 15. It was 60-45.
You want to take good shots. You prefer to take good shots and run the clock a little bit if you can.
Cade Hardy racing across, gives it over to Spillman, fires it for 3. It's in and out. Rebound comes off to Bradley. Bradley pushing it down the floor, goes under. Shot blocked by Bewley, taken by Hardy. It's 5-on-4. Here's Hardy pulling up, left elbow, jumper, no good. Rebound knocked over to Reese. He'll fire it out of the corner. Got it!
Wow, I was going to say, Barron's taking shots like they're behind, but when it goes in, it goes in. Big shot by Jackson Reese.
Jackson Reese gives Barren County a 15-point lead.
It's the only shot of the game, too, for Jackson.
Yeah.
And I think what Coach Cunningham is calling timeout is going to remind the guys, we need to play a little bit with the clock. It is a balance between Glasgow. It's not going to just let you hold it. They're going to put a lot of defensive pressure on you, but you don't want to take quick shots unless you make them. It's one of those things, that's a bad shot unless it goes in.
Yeah. 63-48. Barren County 2:27 to play. And you're following the Trojans here on WCDS, 1230 AM, 104.7 FM. The Score in Glasgow, online, 104thescore.com, and on BC Live. Jay Turner with John Butler, studio producer Axe tonight. Trojanettes winning earlier tonight, 47-36.
And I'm guessing Barren is going to stay in the zone. The zone's been effective.
Yep. Barren County has scored 14 this quarter. Glasgow has scored 9. Only 2 field goals for the Scotties here in the fourth. Glasgow's basketball. Walbert brings it across the line, sends it left side over to Allen. Out to Martin, top of the key. Back to Allen, 3 if it goes, it's in there. Allen with his 15th three-point shot he's made this year out of 37 attempts. Jackson Reese racing down the right side, pulls up, needs some help. Throws it across the middle there to Hall, out to Hardy, hooks it over to Spillman on the left side, back to Hardy. 2 minutes to play. Barren County up by 12. They feed it into Spillman to the lane. Shot won't go, but he's fouled.
That last dribble and pass by Jackson Reese probably was not noticed by a lot of people, but that was a really, really good play. He stayed out of trouble, then made the pass to get out of even more trouble that time, and that sets up this 2 free throws by Tate Spillman.
And Spillman for 2 shots. First one on the way, good. 7 for 7 at the stripe. 11 points in the second half, 15 for the ball game. At 64-51. Spillman, second of 2. It's on the way, and he got it. 65-51 Trojans, a minute 53 to play. And we got traveling violation on JoJo Driver. And here's Hardy getting the ball in play to Reese.
What a play by
underneath Spillman. He's going to be fouled.
What a play by Jackson Reese. That ball was underthrown.
Yeah.
I don't know how he caught it. That was, I mean, the Glasgow kid had an 80% chance of making that catch.
Mm-hmm.
Jackson Reese just reached over the top and got him and saved a turnover.
Foul was on JoJo Driver. He fouls out of the game with 2 points. Martin's going to check out, and Jeremiah Driver back in.
I think they took the wrong player out. I don't think they want to take Martin out.
Yeah, he was headed to the bench, thinking he was supposed to go out. Spillman at the line. First one is good. 9 for 9 from the charity stripe for Tate Spillman. 17 points. Second throw on the way. It pops out. Rebound to Martin. 1:48 to go. Martin driving to the basket. Puts it in. 11 points for him in the second half. 22 for the game.
Yeah, he has played super for Glasgow.
Spillman gets rid of the basketball to Hardy. Floats it down there to Hall. He'll give it to Bewley.
Good decision.
Yep, just pull it back out. A minute 27 to play. Up by 13. Here's Jackson Reese. He'll hand it off to Bewley. Bewley now. Couple of dribbles. Back out to Reese. And he walked.
Did you see that?
I did not.
I did not. It looked like a pivot to me.
Yeah. Glasgow will have the ball with a minute 13. Here's Walbert. Barren County 2-3 zone.
Now that was a walk.
There's Driver throwing it up, no good. Gets his own rebound. Now throws it back out to Allen. He'll give it to Walbert. Walbert pulls up with a 10-foot jumper. It's way off the mark. Another offensive rebound. Jeremiah Driver puts it up and in. 66-55. 52 seconds to play. Here's Cade Hardy. Into the front court. Bounce pass left side over to Hall. Hall sends it out to Bewley. 43 seconds remaining. Cade Hardy. Dribble it over to Bewley. Bewley finds Spillman. He puts it in.
Good pass, too, that time by Bewley.
68-55 Trojans. 27 seconds to play. Over the left side, Allen. He'll launch it for a 3. It's off the mark. And the rebound to Hardy with 18 seconds to play. Spillman's got in the back court. Going to have to get it across the line here. And being chased. Bounce pass left side over to Bewley. Down to 10. And 8 seconds to play. Glasgow's already headed to the bench. Still 6 seconds to go. They have thrown in the towel for sure. Barren County wins it 68-55 over Glasgow tonight as the Trojans go to 11-4 on the year. And a perfect 4-0 in district play. Glasgow drops to 5-9 on the season. 1-2 in district play. We'll come back with our post-game coverage brought to you by CPC Commodities. After this timeout, you're following the Trojans on 104.7 The Score.
I'm super proud of what we've been able to build in the last few years in our program. Our goal has always been to set students up for success. But what this does is I think it is a game changer because it creates that next step of connections for students to what we're doing in the curriculum and allows them to really see hands-on what nobody else gets to see.
I've absolutely loved the past 4 years being in biomed. I have got so many wonderful opportunities and it has prepared me so much for my future.
I really feel like our rigorous curriculum really prepares them for med school, physical therapy school, pretty much any graduate medical degree. Our table is a great asset. It's really just a really good supplement to help their learning.
Barren County High School is very fortunate to offer multiple career pathways. The biomedical pathway is just one of those, but our focus is always to have students hands-on experience that prepare them directly for the career that they're going to have when they graduate.
Improved of the year and 4-0 in district play. And for Glasgow tonight, they had 20 field goals. 2 of those were three-pointers. They were 13 of 21 from the foul line, and 2 players in double figures. Jarek Martin and John Carter Walbert combined for 43 of Glasgow's 55. Martin had 22. Walbert had 21. And Martin had 8 field goals, and he was 6 of 7 from the charity stripe. John Carter Walbert had 7 field goals, one of those a three-point shot, and he was 6 of 9 from the foul line. The other points coming from Jeremiah Driver, 6 points, 4 for Kanan Allen, and 2 for JoJo Driver. For the Barren County Trojans, total of 25 field goals. 9 of those were three-pointers. And from the free throw line tonight, well, Tate Spillman shot most of the free throws as he was, 9 of 10 from the line, and Graham Hall was 0 for 3. So that would make it 9 of 13 for the Trojans tonight from the charity line. 2 players in double figures, Tate Spillman with 15. He had 11 of those in the second half. 5 baskets, 9 of 10 from the line, 14 for Graham Hall. And that doubled up his average in scoring on the season with 7 field goals, 0 for 3 from the line. Just under double figures was Mason Bunch. He had 3 threes for 9 points tonight. Waylon Clemens scored 7, all those coming in the first period, a 3 and a couple of 2s. 2 threes coming from William Compton, a 3-point basket from Bray Bewley, and a 3-point basket from Jackson Reese. Cade Hardy had a 3-pointer tonight, along with a couple of baskets. He finishes with 7 points in the game.
Yeah, Barren for the game was 16 of 25 from 2. 9 of 16 from 3. That's just incredible shooting. 25 of 41. That's about 60%.
Yeah,
or more for the game. Just, I mean, the game got tight. I thought both teams played well, to be honest with you. Both teams struggled with the other team's strength. Glasgow struggled at first trying to guard Barren's 3. And Barren was 9 out of 16, and Barren struggled at times with the ball pressure that Glasgow put on. I thought Barren did a better job as the game went on and struggled with some of the, especially with Martin on a lot of those isolation plays that Martin was just getting to the rim. But overall, just a really quality win for Barren County. That was a nice tactical decision of Warren jumped in the 2-3 zone in the fourth quarter. I thought that stopped some of that penetration. And I thought Graham Hall was tremendous tonight. Mm-hmm. I know we'll do a player of the game later, but I thought he was really, really good in terms of not just scoring, but his passing as well.
Yeah.
I mean, once that ball is thrown into the post, it's not like you're throwing it into some black hole that never comes back to you. He sees the floor really well, and several of our threes were due to passes from Graham Hall.
Yeah. And as you mentioned, player of the game, might as well give it to Graham Hall.
I think he's very deserving.
Yes.
I thought he played really, really well, and Warren was trying to get, you could see a lot of the stuff that Barren was running, especially after that first quarter, was trying to get the ball down on the block to Graham Hall because so many good things happen when he catches it. Good game, but a really good win for Barren. And Barren stays undefeated. Is that correct in the district?
That's right, 4-0. With 2 more still to go. Still got to play Glasgow over there.
And Allen.
Allen next Friday night. So that will wrap up the district regular season with those 2 games. Again, Graham Hall, the MVP of the game, brought to you by Edward Jones Financial Advisor Jamie Harris as Coach Warren Cunningham makes his way out.
And I thought, it's not going to show on the stats, but I thought Jackson Reese had a sneaky good game. He didn't play a lot of minutes, but I thought the time he was out there, I thought Jackson Reese played really, really well. He kind of stabilizes things, and he made one of the best catches I've seen in a long time right here at the end of the game. That was tremendous. That saved a steal and a layup on the other end.
Yep. Coach Cunningham joins his way out here now. Coach, congratulations to you. Stay undefeated in district play, 4-0.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't easy. We didn't think that it would be. And I told the guys, I thought we played really well at times, and other times I thought we played poorly, but got to give them a lot of credit for that. 13 is he's a load to guard to try to keep in front. And, Zero's a really nice player, and they've got some other good pieces too. But we had a hard time guarding both of those guys, and especially when they got some opportunities in transition that really hurt us. But overall, I was really pleased with our guys. I thought we played through some ups and downs of the game. At times we weren't very sharp. We struggled. We turned it over a little bit at times. I thought, we had the good lead, and then the second quarter we got away from what got us the lead. I thought we turned it over a little bit, and we kind of quick shot it a little bit. But, it's still a learning process, and tonight was exactly halfway through the regular season, so we've still got a lot of learning to go.
Well, Tate Spillman had a good game for you, especially in the second half. I think he finished with 19. Is that what's in the book?
Yeah, he did.
Okay.
Yeah, he did. He made some good plays there around the basket, and some guys made nice passes to him as far as being able to finish some plays there when they started pressuring. And I thought Cade really helped us with that because he makes plays. He just doesn't handle the ball, but he also makes plays and he can make a shot. So makes really good decisions. And I thought he really helped us there down the stretch of the game as far as against the pressure.
I thought Graham Hall had a good for you inside tonight, 14 points.
Yeah, he really did, and kind of got on him at halftime about not getting him the ball enough. It seemed like the only time we would get him the ball was when we would run a play for him, and he's got to get the ball a little bit more than that because he's not only is he a good scorer around the basket, but he's also a very willing passer. And there when I think they'd cut it to 4 or 5, and we throw it in there to him, he pivots and he kicks it to the other side to Grant or to William for the 3, and it's a big play, and he does a really good job of that.
Well, you really shot the lights out of it there in that first quarter. You made 5 threes and went up on them 14. Did you expect them to come back any?
Absolutely. I mean, first of all, it's a district game, and there I thought our players kind of acted like that it was going to be easy from there. But no, I mean, they've got a good basketball team, and they've got good players, and obviously a rivalry game like this, somebody's not going to lay down. And obviously getting right back into it quickly, it seemed like, and I thought we played pretty good after that part for the most part. But they've played a really good schedule. I know their record's not great, but they've played a tough schedule, and give them credit for that. And they've got a nice team, and a lot of the mistakes and problems that we had was a result of them.
And one of those teams that they beat was Adair County.
Yeah, I mean, they gave
them their first loss.
Hart County's got a nice team. They beat those guys.
Beat Hart by 11, Adair by 10.
They've got a nice team, and they've played a good schedule, and it was a good win for us.
So you go to 4-0 in the district. Still got to go over to Glasgow and play. A couple of weeks from
2 weeks from tonight.
2 weeks from tonight. You go to Allen County next Friday night.
Right.
But in between that, you've got the Bluegrass Blazers, which is a home school out of Oakland, I believe, Warren County, and then you go to Bowling Green on Tuesday. That is, weather cooperates with us.
Yeah, and Mr. Wood that teaches here, his sons play on the Blazers, and we played them in freshman JV, and he had talked to us about maybe playing a game, so we got that worked out for Monday, and then, of course, we go to Bowling Green Tuesday. So, it's different. It'll be different types of games, different types of tests for us, and we're right in the thick of the season here. So the biggest thing with us is the same thing we talk about every day. It's just let's make the most of each day. Let's come back Sunday afternoon and have a good workout to get ready for our game on Monday, and just try to be ready and keep getting better.
Let's hope the weather cooperates too, so we can get those games.
Yeah, it's hard to tell with all of that, but we'll just
have to wait and see.
Take a day by day here and see what happens.
All right, Coach. Congratulations to you.
All right.
We'll see you on Monday night.
Okay, thanks, Jim.
All right. Coach Warren Cunningham, the Trojans winning over the Glasgow Scotties 68-55. Tate Spillman with 19 to lead the Trojans in scoring. Graham Hall finishing with 14 tonight. And they were the two guys in double figures for Coach Warren Cunningham. Again, Jarek Martin had 22. John Carver-Wallward with 21 tonight. They had 43 of the Scotties' 55. When we come back, we'll wrap up our broadcast here tonight, courtside from Bobby Steenbergen Court at Barren County High School Gym, after this timeout on 104 The Score.
It's not about having kids know content knowledge, like, hey, I memorized this order of things, or I know that. It's actually basically like a knowledge acquisition process. Do I know how to get knowledge? Do I know how to research? What's my question? How do I know when I've learned this? How do I know when I'm ready to go to the next thing? So for them in the STEAM process, what we look at is, what's our question first? What are we trying to accomplish? What's our goal when it's all said and done? I try to have models for the kids. We discuss things. We look at examples from the real world, and ultimately in the end, they have to figure out the engineering process for themselves. I'll provide them with materials. I'll provide them with instruction, even some direction, but ultimately in the end, they have to build these things, and that's the kind of real world stuff they're going to have to work through. That stuff will take them far beyond what they learn here. It's all about trying things, taking risk, and then applying what you've learned in a classroom to what you do in life, and then being able to develop techniques that you can use outside these walls.
For me, favorite thing to teach is just anything coding. I guess if I'm picking something specific, it would be JavaScript. That's just my first programming language that I learned, and it's just, I don't know, I feel like there's so many fun things that we can do with that. For outcomes, just seeing any students like continue in the field, even students prior that I've seen like go on to working in different software development jobs, and I even get to like bring them back in after and be guest speakers to my other students, is just so, I feel like such an awesome thing to get to have and get to see.
It's definitely not what you think it is. There's a lot of different people. You meet a lot of different people with a lot of different perspectives. It's really a community, and you're kind of there to just help each other.
Just this career, like pathway in general, not just like the pathway here, but just this career, I feel like can be a great opportunity. The flexibility that comes with it, and obviously the pay, that's just something that's great for anyone that's interested in it.
And again, our final scores again tonight. Trojanettes winning the earlier game 47-36, and the Trojans winning over the Scotties 68-55. So, John, it's been an interesting night. It's been a fun night, been an enjoyable night.
Well, thanks for calling. I enjoyed it.
Glad to have you with me tonight.
Got to see Patrika, and that was really nice to see her and her family. It was honoring all the people that got put into the Hall of Fame, Athletic Hall of Fame. That's such a neat deal that they're doing, and 2 good wins for Barren County too. You know, that doesn't hurt too from the Barren County perspective.
And in front of a big crowd.
Oh, it was a great crowd tonight. It was really, I know the weather wasn't ideal, but it was a really good crowd, and 2 good wins.
Yep. Well, our next broadcast is scheduled for Monday night here with the Trojans taking on the Bluegrass Blazers, homeschool from Oakland, Kentucky. JV game at 6 with the varsity game to follow, and if weather permits, we'll be here to broadcast that varsity game around 7 o'clock on Monday night, and then travel down to Bowling Green on Tuesday night before we go on the road to Allen County, Scottsville, next Friday night for another District 15 doubleheader.
I like your chances Friday playing.
Yeah, Monday and Tuesday, I don't know. I'm not sure the weather forecasters really have it down where they know exactly what we're going to get. I know we're going to get some cold weather.
It's going to be cold.
That's for sure.
That's for sure. You're exactly right.
As far as how much snow, I don't know if that's still up in the air right now. So we'll wait and see.
It's a good profession to go into. You don't have to be right.
That's right. That's right. Well, that wraps up our broadcast here tonight. Again, the Trojans and Trojanettes both getting wins. And until Monday night, for John Butler and our studio producer, Axe, this is Jay Turner. Thanks for being with us, and good night, everybody, from Bobby Steenbergen Court at Barren County High.